Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. I'm not going to do a countdown because I just did that, but there were internet issues. I think we're good now. I think it was just that the computer needed to be restarted. So, let's get right into it. I am sick of waiting around to play this game because I didn't want to play it at 3 a.m. because I know that there are people that I'm friends with that actually wanted to see the story. But oh my god, I want to finish the story. Also, I'm going to turn my lights off. Be right back. Before we get started. Should have done that while it was restarting, but I didn't think about it. Alright. I restarted both the computer and my routers, so if there's an issue, I'm genuinely gonna be upset. Okay. Let's get into it. Are you gonna give a last time on, or should I recap?
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins.
The crafty goblins did everything together, until one day, when darkness overwhelmed the big wooden house in which they lived.
Blamed for the darkness, Brother Goblin was forced to leave the forest, while his sister had to stay behind.
"10 years later, they were finally reunited, and together, they decided to confront the darkness in the big wooden house.
Though they sought the help of their friends in the forest, they found that no one wanted to delve into the long-gone past.
This is how the goblins found themselves alone in the woods, trying to discover why darkness had submerged the big wooden house.
I love it. Give me more things like that.
Tomorrow we should play Compass and North Star in the woods.
Be sure to wear your hat then.
You be sure to wear your hat.
All right, who wants ice cream?
Me!
Eat up.
Bro, that was so much ice cream. That was the size of their
Without
head.
a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure, and her title.
I don't like that story. There were no goblins, and it was depressing.
We won't read it again.
Oof.
I love you, Mom.
Not me. Just kidding. Love you.
F, bro.
I love you too. Sleep well and dream, my doves.
Getting the feeling that I should have read the rest of the storybook last time. So I don't know if these are still stories that are in there or if we're gonna like uncover them later. But
Ollie? Ollie?
if you don't have electricity, how's the fridge running?
What a waste.
Oh, bruh. Me though.
Allison! Ollie? Allison, help!
Oh, that's such a fucked up situation.
We need to call for help. Allison. I killed Mom. I killed her.
Jesus. I still maintain that if they had pulled her out of the water, she probably would have lived. But yeah, no, that. Hey. I would totally faceplant. It's a very cute montage, but the facial expressions sometimes are just like, goddamn. Rip, bro. Also, oh, it's so much dust. I'm low-key a little bit confused on what's happening. Like, are they recreating their childhood, or are they... I don't know. It's very pretty. This is such a Life is Strange thing, though. Starting out a chapter with, like, this big montage. Okay, so it's just memories then. Gotcha.
Hey. You doing all right?
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives, you know?
And instead, we've spun off a whole miserable prequel trilogy.
Oof.
Okay. No. We're not letting ourselves do this again. Come on. Up. Mind-numbing labor's a great way to forget your troubles.
Can't we just have coffee instead?
No. On your feet, soldier. Let's take a break from packing and sort out the furniture. If we get enough done, I'll drive you into town and buy you a gallon of ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip, 2 gallons. Let's do this.
Man, he really is my spirit animal. Also, damn, that voice crack, what the fuck?
Goblin
Bruh.
face is keep. $sign is donate or sell, and trash can is, well, trash. By the way, I cleared out most of the stuff in the bathroom this morning, but I left you the toilet.
What to do with this?
Keep.
Tables are expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides,
Tables are so
This one's
expensive.
an Allison and Tyler original.
What? How?
What's this doing down here? Is that gum? Ugh. I guess that was probably me.
F.
I completely forgot we had a pet vole for a few days.
I did too.
She was in rough shape when we found her. Good thing Marianne actually knew what she was doing with injured wildlife.
Lasagna! Lasagna!
Finish your salad first. Thank you, Tessa. You're a lifesaver.
No, don't worry about it. They're just leftovers from the restaurant.
What about Volcano? She needs to eat her lunch too.
Oh, you're quite right, love.
Ugh, she can have my corn.
Here you go, little one. You must be
I wish there
hungry
was like a
too.
little vole memory in that cage. That would have been adorable.
Looks like Tessa didn't have that broom up her ass back then.
Damn, bro. Chill. Like, I know she lied to you about your mom, but it's gotta be rough to remember her. Oh.
I guess it's finally time to take these pictures down.
Yeah, still deciding what to do with them.
Keep.
I mean, most of them are pretty happy memories.
I guess.
You look cute here.
That's not me. I mean, it is, but
No, I completely understand. I don't want pictures
not
of me in a
me.
dress either.
I get it.
it's just weird. Seeing myself like that again. Damn. Didn't think a picture could throw me like this anymore.
Did therapy help at all?
Has therapy helped at all?
Oh, yeah, definitely. My therapist really heard me when I said I was a guy. And she helped me get ready for the reactions I'd get, you know? It's dealing with other people that's been way harder than figuring myself out.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, being able to look in the mirror and see Tyler, that's made the biggest difference. Which is why I'm scheduling my top surgery as soon as we sell this house. No more putting a binder on every morning. God, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, totally.
I was
Just so you know, I'll be there to help out when you do. Whatever you need.
he will need it.
Thanks.
I was gonna say it.
What's your verdict, Ronan?
You know what? I'll keep a few. To remind us how far we've come.
Okay. It didn't. I forgot the binders existed for a minute, I'm not gonna lie. And I was about to say, what? But it. Anyway, sorry. It looks like he's already had it, but whatever.
Man, I love this one.
Why do
That's
I look
just the
so
point of
pissed?
binders.
I remember loving this.
Maybe because Marianne was sticking a camera in your face?
Come on, smile like Allison.
Ew. Not the do it like your sibling. Please. You have to hold space and the left mouse button.
Hold up your fish.
I don't know why, but my
It's not my fish anymore. Allison stole it.
bruh. My hands don't want to work with me when I try to do that.
My sister, the fish thief.
You were just being bratty.
Was I, though?
Yes. All I did was help clean it when we were out on the porch. Eddie had to force you to share. Ugh. Gross stain is gross.
What happened?
Some unfortunate spillage that brought about the end of indoor tea parties. I hid the stain with my toys, forgetting that they would eventually be picked up.
Brilliant move, Ronan.
Steady now. Take your time. He's not gonna jump up and do the cha-cha.
What about me? I want to clean the fish too. It's not even your fish. You didn't catch anything. Ugh. Only because you wouldn't stop talking and scared all the fish away.
Keep your eyes on what you're doing.
Damn.
Allison, when we're done with this half, you can take over and do the other one. That sound fair?
Yes.
Oof.
You're right. I was kind of being a brat.
They both were, though. That's just kind of how kids work.
That's a nice face.
I wonder if my horse figurine is still in there.
You're what now?
You're what now?
You know, my blue toy horse. With the
Look.
kind of melted face. The one you stole from me.
What? That never happened.
Yeah, it did. I won it at that little Halloween carnival they had at the school every year. You grabbed it and hid it in the pot. Then when I tried to get it back, you said there was a snake inside too.
Whatever you say.
We have the same face.
Pick it up. Check. See if it's there. Boo. Come on. Validate him.
I
Or
can
prove
turn
him
this
wrong.
thing into a terrarium.
Isn't it already a terrarium?
Crummy table and wobbly chairs.
You could probably sell that.
We could make some pretty good money if we sell this. And I know I'd end up eating on the couch most of the time anyway.
Plus, you're already taking a kitchen table, so.
Oh god. What's that smell?
What's that smell?
Eh?
Ooh, what's that smell? Smells like delicious garbage. Ooh, yes, delicious indeed. Or could it be Stinky Pants Sam? Oh, Stinky Pants Sam!
Oh.
Sam got that smell getting a skunk out of our barn. Be nice.
A skunk? What did you do to her? Is she okay?
Sure is. She just went hunting for food and couldn't get back out. All she needed was a little nudge to get her on her way.
Sam Kansky, hero of skunk kind.
I remember.
Ancient appliances,
Oh.
you are staying here.
Sorry.
Although, that oven looks in okay enough shape.
No way. We are not moving the oven.
You could sell the oven. Alright. Dumpin' cake. Not gonna lie, that actually sounds pretty good. Okay, alright. Open.
Allison.
You hungry? We have a whole lot of nothing.
I was hoping maybe you could make me one of those pickle and ketchup sandwiches.
Ketchup.
I'm sorry, sir. We are all out of pickles today. Could I interest you in a ketchup-only sandwich? Looks like there's still a bottle back here.
Ew.
Says the guy who used to eat peanut butter with ranch.
Oh.
So good.
What? Oh, it's terrible.
Everywhere I look, there's just stuff, stuff, and more stuff.
Marianne the Magpie.
Hello, ancient broken down machines that will be the future owner's problem.
Cool. See, I would still have tried to sell it. Even if it's kind of worthless. I mean, every penny counts.
We don't really want to keep anything in here, right?
I don't know. What
Thanks
is
for
this?
clearing out those cabinets.
Not my pleasure.
Oh, ew, ew, ew. Raven Sarah.
Oh god. I can still taste it. Put it away. Ugh.
Say ah.
I remember cutting off shaving cream beards with these.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is. Ravensara or something like that, they said? I feel lucky for
What
not
about
knowing
that
it, though.
If you want your towels to rot, go for it.
Could clean it up?
Maybe someone could clean it up? It's well made.
Your call.
Yeah.
Keeping
Keep
it.
Bro, furniture is fucking
And what do
expensive
you know?
these days.
More stuff. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Hey, Tyler. How does 5 little monkeys go again? 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell down and bumped his head.
Mama called the doctor. The doctor,
doctor
said no
No
more
more
monkeys
jumping on the bed. Oh man! It's been so long since I've heard that. Where is it? Hello. Oh, there they are.
No
Although we said
more
it
monkeys
broke.
jumping on the bed.
Not bumped. So.
Or out of a tree. Don't say that. Mama's gonna be so mad you had to go to the hospital.
She worries way too much about what people think.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah.
When's Mom coming
She'll
home?
be here soon. Is anyone hungry?
Bruh.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
You scared me to death when you fell out of that tree. I cried most of the way to Tessa's house.
It was kind of exciting going to the hospital, but the part after that with Marianne, that was less fun.
I remember the look that Tessa gave her when she finally came home. If looks could kill, right?
Yeah. And Marianne was a mess. But soft. What light through yonder?
There's a paper plane stuck in the ceiling light.
Maybe it has a secret message from our past selves. Find something to knock it down.
I could
I'm
use
sorry.
that ball.
It's just the siblingness of
Okay.
cutting him
See if
off
I
as
can
soon
still
as he
do
starts
that.
to say something that's like
$5
old time poetry. Alright, $5, pay up. Don't think I didn't hear that, I did.
Oh my god. Wow. This is unreal.
What is it?
Allison's big fat loser.
You're no better at insults than you were at 11.
Why mess with perfection?
That's cute. I like their dynamic so
Baloney.
much.
Guess who I found? Baloney.
Alley Belly Baloney? Why, yes. I would love to have a tea party with you. Again. For the 3rd time today.
What? You don't get to keep it? Sad. Also,
We
is
should
that a
gather
juice
up all our old
box?
toys and give them to charity.
What's that?
I said we should give our old toys to charity.
Oh, good idea. Except for maybe 1 or 2?
Me.
Will this ever stop feeling so weird?
Probably not. That's okay though. To Ollie from Allison. Others may not understand the laughs we have together and the love we share for each other, but I know whatever happens, every goblin has a twin. Happy Siblings Day. Done. That's so cute. They're keeping all of the letters. Dearest Ollie, how are you? I'm in the boat, I think it says. My brain wants to read that as like I'm in the boathouse and everything is going very well. I am writing this oh my gosh, letter to formally invite you to my tea party. I'll prepare tea and cookies. I keep reading the T's as F's. Fuck. And you can meet my dearest friend Baloney, who I know you will love. Please come this afternoon at 4 p.m. Kind regards, Allison. Dear Allison, thank you so much for the invitation. Everything is good here too. No bears in sight though. I'll be there at 5:15 or at 4:15 because I need to make sure to feed the birds or Mom will go crazy. See you soon, Sir Ollie. It's adorable, bruh.
So long, trusty bunk beds.
Congratulations, you found the map that will lead you on with no mishap. Follow trails of twinkling stones, and perchance you'll escape the unknown. I don't know why I'm struggling today.
So, you gonna come back down to help me?
I am coming.
Hey, did you finish packing upstairs?
Nope. There's way too much junk to sort through.
Which is it? Up or down? I low-key want to make this now.
Allison, I asked you to clean up the coffee table 3 times already.
Dang.
I forgot. All right, I'll clean it up.
Thanks. While you do that, I'll check out the furniture. I'm guessing you want to keep the coffee table?
Yeah. Do you see it? It's pretty.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Sure. I'm not really planning on bringing furniture to Denali. And if I need a base in Juneau, you'll have all the furniture I need.
How very non-committal of you. All right, I'll keep it.
Also, this is one of the things that I pointed
really
out when
like
we
that
first got
armchair.
here. The furniture is beautiful for your forest shack.
It'll look sharp next to your tree stump nightstand.
I'll be the most stylish mountain man ever. But I was actually thinking it should go in your library.
Library? We may not even have a living room.
I have faith in you.
Bit.
Maybe it'll be salvageable with a deep clean?
Can I leave?
And finally. I hate to say it, but the couches get a one-way ticket to the dump.
No!
No protest here. I think I have permanent knee damage from a decade of bumping into the corner of those damn things.
Well,
Sell them.
then that's it for the living room. You are relieved from your duties.
They're so pretty. Bro, you could get at least $500 for that. Are you kidding me? Assholes.
Hey, Allison.
Starting the fire again?
Yeah, I'm gonna boil some water. You want something to drink?
Oh. Yes, good tea.
Earl Grey or chai?
Earl
Your
Grey.
call. I'm fixing myself a good old cup of joe.
Ah, a nice pot of wakey juice.
Papa needs his rocket fuel.
I am so glad Eddie came through on the caffeine.
Shh, did you hear that?
The Ice King is sending us a warning.
For your punishment, said the Ice King, you shall be banished from the forest. And if you dare come back before the new moon, you shall feel my anger in your gut. Hear it in the wind. Whoosh!
Do you think the Ice King would really react that way? He may be intimidating, but he's always fair and never mean.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe he tells the goblins to help the people they hurt instead?
Great idea, sweetie. Why don't we think about it at dinner? I'll put everything away for safekeeping while you go wash your hands.
Man, that kind of
Can we
ruined the
put them in
fun.
binder so they don't get stained?
Of course, love.
I mean, yeah, I know they're based off real people, so you want to be
Still
nice,
think my
but
dark and twisty version was better.
I
same.
put so many hours into that book.
Yeah. Our binder was full of extra drawings and incomplete stories. Think they're all still in the kitchen drawer?
We should go take a look.
Hell yeah. Does he have to do it? Yeah.
Come check this out. Allison's first drafts. Right. Because I didn't contribute at all.
Tim.
Come on. I know you did. I can't believe she kept all these.
You'd think putting them on the fridge for a couple of weeks would have been enough.
You know how we thought of ourselves as the goblins? Did you ever get the sense that Maybe Marianne was the princess in the stories?
Obviously.
Yeah. She called her bedroom the princess's sanctum, and she was all alone in the woods, in this house, until we showed up.
She was. Alone. But with a few friends who helped her
You're
along
just
the way.
figuring it out?
What are you doing?
Bruh.
Research. So, if Marianne was the princess, then who were all the rest?
And here we go.
Oh, come on. Humor me.
Tessa,
Pelican.
obviously.
She was the most generous one.
Yeah, but there was always a catch.
Oh, okay.
You go here.
And then these two.
This one.
I don't know who the last person is standing there.
The bear was the most helpful one. He was always around.
Stalking her?
Sam?
What? No.
I mean, he was kinda always there, lurking.
Yeah.
Poor Moose. Really didn't do him justice.
Justice? Kind of ironic, huh?
Considering he was the lawful good one.
Too bad the law isn't really just. You done?
Okay, hang on. So we read to here. I want to keep reading. Because I don't know about the moose story yet. I don't think. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, an early winter storm blanketed everything in snow. It was so early in the year that the creatures of the forest were not yet ready for an ordinary winter, much less a bad one. And everyone agreed that the storm was a sign the Ice King had plans for a long, cold winter. The princess had grown up in a kingdom where it was sunny all year long, and the goblins were very young. So no one in the big wooden house knew how to prepare for such a winter. The house was not well insulated, and they did not have enough fuel or food. The Pious Pelican noticed their plight, and when it came time to fly south with the other birds, her heart was heavy with sadness. What can I do? She thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The time came to go, and the pelican struggled to take flight. It felt as though a laden weight were stuck right in the center of her chest. What can I do? She thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? She managed to take off, but only just barely, flapping fiercely to catch up with the other birds. As the Pious Pelican began her journey, the storm picked up, battering her to and fro. She had fallen well behind the flock, and she was already growing tired. But for all her challenges in the air, she could tell things were much worse on the ground. A deep freeze had settled over the forest. The laden weight in her chest grew heavier as she thought of the princess and the goblins. What can I do? She thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The storm intensified, and the pelican was in a total whiteout. She knew she should have despaired, but all she could think of was the weight, which had grown and grown until she thought she might drop out of the sky. She had felt called to help the princess and the goblins, but she had ignored it. I should have stayed, she thought. It was the right thing to do, and now I'm lost, with no way to make it right. Suddenly, she was plucked from the sky and deposited in the hall of the Ice King. Pelican, he said, you were flying in circles around my mountain. I was lost, she said, weighed down by the weight of guilt in my heart. The Ice King stared at her sagely. Is it guilt, or is it something else? Open your beak. He reached down inside of her, pulling out a glowing stone. The Pious Pelican was surprised at how it filled her with warmth, chasing away her cold and doubt. What? I'm sorry, he pulled a rock out of her, but that rock then warmed... okay. You know what you must do, said the Ice King. The Pious Pelican flew straight to the big wooden house. Snow had already blown in through the many cracks, and ice crept across the floorboards. She found the princess and the goblins huddled in front of the quiet hearth, nearly frozen solid. "No!" she cried, and she placed the stone in the princess's lap. The warmth of it spread through the whole house, melting all that had frozen. The princess threw her arms around the pelican's chest. The goblins clung to her legs. "Thank you," they cried. "You're welcome," said the pelican, smiling in deep satisfaction. "What is that?" asked the princess, staring at the wonderful stone. "At first," said the pelican, "I thought it was my guilt. But when the Ice King pulled it out of me, I realized it was something much more powerful." Just then, the storm broke. The skies cleared. The pelican filled the big wooden house's larder with food from her beak, and then took to the skies, lightened by the knowledge that through her charity, everyone in the big wooden house would be warm and fed until spring. And that is the story of how the Pious Pelican saved the wise princess and the crafty goblins from a long winter. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblin spied on the secret keeper as she made her rounds gathering up secrets that the animals of the forest had for sale. "How?" said the first goblin. "How does she get people's secrets? Do you suppose she peels open their heads?" "Let's find out," said the second. And so the goblins watched the secret keeper. A moment, I need water. They watched her until the stalwart I can talk, I promise. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. "It was my fault. I chose the uneven trail. I can't even bear to remember." The secret keeper nodded and gazed into the stalwart moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew she was speaking to the moose. The secret keeper spoke in people's minds with the gift of the voice. After a few minutes, the stalwart moose blinked. "I feel lighter," said Moose. "Did I just give you something?" The secret keeper nodded, handing him the coin. The moose nodded back and plodded along down the trail. He spied the goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, for he knew the goblins were often up to mischief. Two goblins whistled innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on, because they were not doing anything obviously bad. "I need to know what the secret was," said one of the goblins. "Let's go buy it." So the goblins approached the secret keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret. "We want to buy Moose's secret. What do you have to trade?" asked the secret keeper, her voice filling their minds. The goblins produced a small silver-handled hairbrush that they had stolen from the princess. The secret keeper nodded, and that is how the goblins came to know that Moose's mate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. Whew, wow, that took a turn. The secret keeper moved on. The first of the goblins said, "I want to know more." So the goblins followed the secret keeper, hoping to find where she hid the secrets. They followed her to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stowed the rest of the day's secrets high in a cloud. When she had gone, they climbed a high spruce tree that had disappeared into the misty sky. They reached out and just managed to dip their hands into the cloud. Their heads were filled with the memories, and they snatched their hands back out, as if they just thrust them in boiling water. Tears poured down their cheeks. That was how the secret keeper found them, crying in the tree. "You stole my secrets, see the secret keeper. Give them back." The crafty goblin stopped crying because they saw an opportunity. "What will you give us in exchange?" they asked. "I will give you back the silver-handled hairbrush." How is this such a tongue twister? It's just a kid's story. Offer the secret keeper. So for so many secrets? Pshaw, you'll have to offer more than that. "What if," said the secret keeper, "I shared the gift of the voice?" The crafty goblins grew excited. "That will do." So the secret keeper shared the gift of the voice, and the goblins immediately found that they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. The crafty goblins gave back the secrets they had taken and ran back to the big wooden house. There they found the princess preparing food. They tried to peer into her mind, but found that it was blank. They tried to speak to her using their own minds, but she could not hear them. It seemed the secret keeper was craftier than the crafty goblins, for she only shared enough of her voice to let the goblins use the gift with one another, and not the whole forest. And that is how the goblins stole the gift of the voice from the Secret Keeper, but why they could only use it with each other. I'm gonna keep reading until I get to the moose. Hopefully, oh my god. I see the symbol here. I should have read more last time. Oh no. Alright. Once upon a time, in an ancient deep forest, there lived a big frog in a small pond. She was no ordinary frog, for she had been given the gift of speech, and she saved the princess from the Mad Hunter. From the morning to the evening, she did everything the other frogs did, except that she knew how to speak. Everybody in the forest could hear her loud voice, and everybody was unhappy about that, because she never stopped babbling. She babbled about the too hot sun and the too deep pond, about the rain to come and all the delicious flies she'd eaten. Across the forest, all the creatures tolerated the endless noise, until one day they could not deal with it anymore. They asked the big frog to quiet down. "I can't," said the big frog. "This is what I do. Before the princess kissed me, I croaked all day long, and you liked that. This is the same, except you can understand what I say, and now you find it irritating. But I cannot change what I am, can I? Could you?" All the creatures agreed that she was right, and that it was rude of them to ask the big frog to stop doing what she had always done. So they returned to their own parts of the forest, and let the big frog do what frogs have always done. Jumping and talking some more, about the too hot sun and the too deep pond, about the rain to come and the delicious flies they'd eaten. And for a time, it was alright. But in the forest, word travels fast, and everyone has a story to tell. The big frog, who was who she was, gossiped and gossiped about everything she overheard. She told the bees that the old bear had stolen their precious honey 2 years ago, and she told the beavers that the eagles had stolen their precious wood. She told the deer who had killed her fawn, and she told the tall spruce who had carved a cuss word into its bark. Once again, everyone in the forest had asked the big frog to keep quiet. For now, everyone had a grudge against everyone else. But once again, the big frog would not listen. "When I was just a frog, you never paid any attention to me, and nobody helped me when the Mad Hunter hunted me for sport. This is a right for a wrong, and I won't stop talking." The fuss went on, and the noise was so loud that the Ice King himself awoke and decided to see what was going on. "Silence!" bellowed the king, and even the big frog stopped babbling. Once the forest was quiet again, the Ice King patiently listened to what each and every animal in the forest had to say, until finally he made up his mind. "Big Frog, you have abused the gift of speech, for you have only used it to get revenge. Despite knowing that words can be hurtful, you threw them around without caution, and you caused too much trouble." The big frog opened her mouth to protest, but the Ice King raised his finger before she could say another word. "Since you received the gift of speech for a good deed, I would not dare take it away from you, so here is your punishment. I will tell you the biggest of my secrets. It is a secret so powerful and so dangerous that it will frighten you. But if you ever reveal it to anyone..." The Ice King bent down and whispered such potent words in the big frog's ear that the poor creature started to tremble. "Now, go on about your business. All of you, and try to forget what the big frog told you, for you are all living in the forest, and you have nowhere else to go." This is how the big frog irritated the Ice King, and how she was punished. I wonder what he told her. I feel like he's gonna end up being the Mad Hunter in the story, but the Mad Hunter, I think, is Marianne? But the Ice King is the police officer, right? Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, winter gave way to a spring and a sudden burst of warm air that melted all the snow and all the ice at once. The river swelled until it could no longer hold all the water in it, and then it spilled to create new rivers in places where no one was expecting them. The whole of the forest went into a panic, looking for shelter from the rising waters. The very old beaver had been working on her dam when one of those new rivers came rushing right at her. She screeched and squealed, but whatever direction she ran in, more water appeared. She was caught in the flooding, and though she had once been an excellent swimmer, age had taken its toll, and so the raging water carried her off at a speed she couldn't control. "Help!" she called. The crafty goblins had been running back to their cave under the big wooden house when they heard the beaver's cries. "We have to help the beaver," one goblin said. You go one way and I'll go the other. They ran, keeping in touch with the gift of the voice. Finally, one of them spotted her, twisting and tumbling in the river. But she was on the opposite side of the water, and the goblin could not reach her. Brother, the sister goblin called out with the gift of voice. Aww. The goblins had both been sisters up until this point, so that's a cute detail. I love it. Sorry. I'm such a dork. Brother, the sister goblin called out through the gift of voice. I see her, but I cannot get to her. Maybe you can? I'll try. The goblin guided her brother so that he would hit the river in just the right spot to reach the beaver. The plan worked, and soon the second goblin appeared on the branch, in just the right spot. Beaver, he shouted, holding out the branch. Grab a hold of this. The beaver grabbed it, but in her panic, she pulled Goblin in two. Oh god. No, cried his sister. She ran as hard as her legs could go, managing to outpace the river and get ahead of the beaver and her brother, searching for some means of getting out to them. She spied a low-hanging branch. They'd zip by it quickly, but if they were fast enough... Brother, she cried out through the gift. You're coming up on a low-hanging branch. You'll zip by it quickly, but if you're fast enough... Got it, said her brother. There's so much repetition in this book. I know it's supposed to be written by children, and that they've done very well, but rereading it, it's just... Got it, said her brother. And then he said to the beaver, get ready to grab hold of a low-hanging branch. We're going to zip by it quickly, but if we're fast enough, see what I mean? Suddenly, they were right in front of it and reached out, snagging hold. Though the water beat against them, trying to shake them loose, they pulled themselves along the branch back to dry land. When they were all safe, the very old beavers thanked the goblins. But how? She asked. How did you know where to find me? And how did you know that branch was coming? The goblins shared a secret smile. Just lucky, I guess, they said. And that is how the goblins saved the very old beaver from the flooding river, and how she never knew how they did it. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient wood, the crafty goblins were getting into all kinds of trouble. They had woken up in a particularly mischievous mood that day, and there was not a single denizen in the forest who they did not manage to pull a prank on. They left a mud pie in the princess's kitchen so that when she dug in, she'd get a mouthful of dirt. They used paint to draw silly pictures all over Moose's antlers while he slept. They told the mangy muskrat that his coat had been returned to his former glory, which made him very sad when he rushed to the water's edge and found that he was, in fact, still mangy. They stole branches from the very old beaver's dam in order to have a sword fight, and they filled the old bear's den with burrs. Every time they ran away in a fit of giggles, never stopping to consider whether their jokes had done any harm. Second for a water break. They were on their way to fill the PSP gun... Pelican... They are on their way to fill... Oh my god, please, tongue, you can do this. Bro, I haven't had to, like, actually read storybooks before this since I was in, like, 6th grade or so. And we would, like, go and read to kindergartners as part of class. So, like, I'm out of practice. I'm doing my best, but I am out of practice. I'm sorry. And you can kind of tell, too, because I realized I'm raising the pitch of my voice. Like I used to do. Like, basically trying to match the tone that I'd used back then. Not tone, exactly. The voice that I had, because I was still a kid. It's... it's kind of weird. It's like singing the songs that you used to sing along to a lot when you were, like, a little kid. Because I raise the pitch of my voice for those, too, even if the song does not call for it. There are some songs I just cannot sing. Oh. 1 minute. They were on their way to fill a PS Pelican's beak full of bubbles when they were hoisted into the air by their legs. Though they thrashed and shouted, they found themselves staring straight into the face of the Ice King. All morning, he said, I've been hearing complaints about you two. They're just pranks, said the goblins. No one has been really hurt. Oh no? Asked the Ice King. He forced them to see how each of the victims of the pranks was doing. The princess had a stomachache from swallowing the mud. The moose's antlers itched terribly where the paint had touched them. Muskrat was crying, sad at being reminded what his vanity had cost him. The very old beaver's den was flooded, and the old bear was trying to get the birds out of his fur, but finding most of them hopelessly tangled. For your punishment, said the Ice King, you must help each of them undo the harm you caused. If you do a good enough job of this, there will be no further punishment. But if you do not, you will have to give me your noses so you can no longer stick them into other people's business. Now, the goblins liked their noses right where they were, right in the middle of their faces, so they set about setting things right. They baked a real pie for the princess and brewed her tea that would settle her stomach. They scrubbed the moose's antlers clean, then covered them in soothing mud. They sat by the river with the muskrat, listening as he talked in great detail about his old coat. Then they did their best to point out all of the things that were still handsome about him, like his proud whiskers and sparkling eyes. They let the very old beaver rest while they repaired all the damage they'd done to her den, and finally they removed every burr from the old bear's fur, even the ones that were hopelessly tangled. In the end, they came back before the Ice King to see if they had done enough. The Ice King surveyed the forest and found that everyone seemed to be back to normal. What did you learn? Asked the Ice King. That our pranks can make people feel bad, said the goblins. The Ice King smiled and nodded. Yes, actions have consequences. In case you forget, I am going to leave you with a reminder. Whenever one of your pranks is going to hurt someone, you are going to feel a little pit in your stomach. That will be a punishment and your warning. So every time that the goblins set out to do a prank, that went a little bit too far, they felt a little pit in their stomach, and they were forced to consider whether it was the right thing to do. That is how the goblins irritated the Ice King, and how they were punished. 2 more. 3 more? 3 more. Oh boy. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins in a cave below a big wooden house. They lived with a wise princess who shared as much food with them as she could, but it was never quite enough. This left the goblins very hungry. Always hungry. One day, as they were out foraging for food, the Pious Pelican landed on a rock and dumped a smorgasbord from her beak, which the goblins knew was magic and never emptied. There were king crabs in red, blue, and gold and scarlet, veiny blue shrimp, pink-shelled scallops, oblong brown clams, purple spiny urchins, and even one prickly red sea cucumber. The food just kept coming. They watched as the pelican ate one clam, then took a little nap. Do you think she would mind if we took just a little? Asked one goblin to the other. Her beak never empties. She wouldn't possibly miss a couple of crabs, said the second, licking her lips. They were agreed, and so they crept over, filched some crabs, and ran. The goblins scarfed the crabs, but when they'd finished, they found that they were still hungry. She won't miss a handful of shrimp, said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the shrimp, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. Maybe also a few scallops, said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the scallops, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. So they went back to the clams, and then the urchins, and finally even the sea cucumber. Finally, they were not hungry. But there was also nothing left. Just then, the pelican woke up. What happened to my food? She asked. Unable to lie about it, the goblins confessed their crimes. The pelican was dismayed, but she was a charitable-hearted bird, and she could tell the crafty goblins were growing little creatures. Goblins, said the Pious Pelican, I will share my food with you, but you must, in return, follow my example and be as generous with others as I am with you. Take that to heart, and I will consider your debt paid. But we have nothing to give, said the goblins. You have your nimble little hands and your crafty brains and your loving hearts, said the pelican. The crafty goblins realized how much they had to give, and for the rest of that day, they looked for ways to help the other creatures of the forest. They found the stalwart moose, struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot on his back, so they climbed up and gave it a good scratching. Next, they helped the old bear, who could not get the honey out of a narrow beehive. They climbed up to the top of a tree with the hive and then dropped it, cracking it open. Finally, they found the princess, crying over a loss she would not speak about. They wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug, and stayed with her until she felt better. When they were done, they returned to the Pious Pelican. Did it feel good, being as generous as I am? Said the pelican. It did, said the said the goblins. I'm glad, said the pelican. We all have problems that we can't solve on our own, but if everyone goes around with a little bit of generosity in their hearts, then there is always someone on hand to help. But we all must commit to do so, or there may be no one to help you when you need it. This made sense to the goblins, and they thanked the pelican for her food and the lesson. But of course, by this time they were hungry again, and that remained an ongoing problem until the day the stalwart moose taught them to fish. But that is another story. Once upon a time, in an ancient deep forest, the crafty goblins were awake after the crafty goblins were awake long after they should have been asleep. One goblin said to the other, "Let's go explore the forest." Now, the goblins were not in the habit of exploring the forest late at night, and they did not know what they would find, but this did not scare them off. They crept out of their beds, bundled up, and went exploring. It was dark. The light of the moon was just enough to keep them from walking into the trees, but they could not see more than 15 feet in front of them. Every time a twig snapped or branches rattled, they considered turning back, but they didn't, and so they adventured far beyond the house, into a part of the forest they were not familiar with, when they realized the snapping of twigs and rattling of branches had become steady. Something was following them. They turned to run, but a hulking figure emerged from the darkness, sweeping them up with a giant hand and stuffing them into a burlap sack. The goblins... oh my gosh. Hang on. The goblins wiggled and cried out, but the sack remained shut as their captor stomped through the forest singing, "Whittle-diddle-dum, whittle-diddle-dee. In this bag's a little meal for me." After lots of thumping and oh my god, hang on. Why am I struggling so much? I didn't struggle for the thing that I should have struggled for. I'm just struggling to say a normal sentence. After a lot of thumping and thudding, the bag opened, and the goblins were dumped into a giant iron pot full of warming water. A huge troll stood up overhead, grinning down at them through long, bushy white eyebrows. "I am the ice troll, and you are my dinner." He readied to cook the goblin, saying, "Whittle-diddle-dum, whittle-diddle-dee. There's soon to be a lot of soup for me." Finishing his ditty, he bent over to stroke the fire beneath the pot and let out a large noise of pain, rubbing a spot on his back that always ached. The troll stood painfully and walked over to a stone shelf where he began to chop potatoes. One of the goblins had an idea. She whispered to her brother, "Follow my lead." The goblin stretched out into the water, floating and letting out sighs of contentment. "Ah," said one of the goblins, "this is the most relaxed I've ever been." "My body feels so good I think I could run 100 miles without stopping," said the second. The troll peered at them. They weren't supposed to be happy about being in the cook pot. They certainly looked like they were. "Troll," said the goblins, "if your back is hurting, you should just try sitting in the water, just for a little bit, before it gets too hot." The troll stomped over. "But if I take you out, then you will escape, and there will be no soup for me." "Put us back in the sack," suggest the goblins, "then we can't run away." This made sense to the troll. The spot on his back that had always ached was still bothering him. The goblins couldn't go anywhere if they were trapped. So he stuffed the goblins back in the sack and climbed into the soup pot. He stretched out and let a sigh of contentment out. Meanwhile, the goblins threw themselves around in the sack until it began to swing. The troll was so relaxed that he didn't even notice. The bag dropped onto the shelf where the troll had been chopping potatoes, and the goblins pushed it up against the edge of the troll's knife, sawing a hole. Then they made a break for it. The troll finally noticed what they were doing and roared out in anger, but he was so relaxed that when he tried to chase them, he tumbled out of the cookpot and into the flames, catching his bushy eyebrows on fire. The goblins ran and ran as fast as they could through the ancient deep forest until they were back in their cave and safe in their beds. They vowed to never ever venture out in the ancient and deep forest late at night again, for they did not think that they'd get so lucky as to trick the ice troll twice. And that is the story of how the crafty goblins met the ice troll, and why they never did again. I'm sorry, did these two get kidnapped? Like, I'm sure not all of these are real stories, but did they get kidnapped? I'm concerned. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient wood, there lived a muskrat. The muskrat was a lazy, cowardly creature who did little but lay around in the sun, cleaning his beautiful coat until it shone. One day, the muskrat found the goblins playing King of the Mountain on his favorite rock. He was too cowardly to confront them directly, and so he retreated to a safe distance, then pitched a stone right at a hornet's nest, hanging overhead. One of the goblins saw him do it, but before she could say anything, the hornets emerged, furious, and chased the goblins away, stinging them. With the rock empty, the muskrat claimed his spot. When the goblins returned, they asked the muskrat, oh my gosh, why did you do that? I don't know what you're talking about, he said, turning away to ignore them. The goblins knew that the muskrat cared for nothing but his coat, so they advised to steal it in order to tell it, oh my god, please, to teach him a lesson. As the muskrat lay in the sun, he spied the goblins strutting by. Their skin was covered in flecks of gold. Goblins, called the muskrat, what happened to make your skin shine that way? When we were attacked by the hornets, we ran and ran until we found a pool by the glacier. We dove in and came out this way. Would you show me this pool? Asked the muskrat. The crafty goblins led the muskrat to the pool. The muskrat looked at the pool skeptically. It looks like a pool, he said. Oh, he said. Oh no. The goblins chuckled and shrugged. You don't have to jump in if you don't want to. But what do you lose if you try? And if it works, why, you'll be the most beautiful creature in the whole of the forest. With visions of his splendid coat in mind, the muskrat jumped in. When he emerged, he was disappointed to find that nothing had changed. Said one goblin. Maybe you'll just have to be stung by the hornets first, just like us. Muskrat hesitated, because getting stung would be painful. Seeing his hesitation, the goblin added, if it works, you'll be the most beautiful creature in the whole of the forest. Muskrat decided it was worth it, so he returned to the hornet's nest and pitched a stone right at it. The hornets emerged, even more furious this time. They chased the muskrat into the magic pool. Muskrat was disappointed to find that once again, nothing had changed. I wonder if the magic only works for us, said one of the goblins. Would you like me to jump in with your coat? The muskrat hesitated. If it works, you'll be the most beautiful creature in the whole of the forest. With visions of his splendid coat in mind, the muskrat agreed. He slipped it off and handed it to the goblins. Without his coat, the muskrat was pale and covered in scabbing welts. Instead of jumping in the pool, one of the goblins ran away with the coat, laughing. The other pushed the muskrat into the frigid pool, and as the water splashed the goblin, the gold flecks ran, revealing that they had only ever been painted on. The muskrat cried so pitifully and made such a clamor that he awoke the Ice King, who came down to the forest to see what had happened. When the ice rat... Oh my gosh. The ice rat, jeez. When the Ice King saw the muskrat, he laughed, only further infuriating the creature. Tell me what happened, said the Ice King. Both the muskrat and the goblins told their sides of the story. The Ice King considered the case before him. It is true that the muskrat is vain, and he thinks of nothing but himself, concluded the Ice King. But he needs something to keep him warm in the winter. In the water, in the snow. So, the Ice King was decided. The muskrat would get his coat back, but it would be patchy and unkempt. After that day, he became known as the Mangy Muskrat. That is how the goblins tricked the muskrat into giving up his coat, and how he got his name. This should be the scene that we just witnessed outside. If I'm not mistaken. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblins were hungry. This wasn't unusual, the goblins were always hungry, but today they were particularly hungry. They opened the wise princess's cupboards to look for a snack, but all she had was a small pile of nuts and berries, and just one strip of dried fish. The goblins grabbed and gobbled it all up, but they were still hungry. They went out into the woods to look for more to eat. First, they dropped by the small pond. The big frog was asleep, and beside the pond was a pile of insects she'd caught for eating after she woke up. The goblins crept up to the pile, careful not to wake up the big frog. As they got close, she ribbited loudly and they froze. But she kept sleeping, so they grabbed the pile of insects and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, they found the stalwart moose watching them. Did you just steal the big frog's food? He asked. The goblins tried not to look guilty, but failed. She said we could have them, they cried. Oh, really? Asked the moose. Let's ask her. So Moose woke up Big Frog, and asked, "Did you tell the goblins that they could have your food?" The big frog looked at the goblins, who she knew were always hungry, and nodded. "Yes, I did," she said. "Really?" asked the moose, surprised. I'm not enunciating the surprised duh. It's not good. I'm trying to say it, I swear, I'm just... Oh my god. The frog nodded and the moose sighed. "Alright then," he said, and he had to let the goblins go. Their next stop was the river. They watched as Old Bear swiped at the leaping salmon, catching it deftly in his big paws. He laid out upon a rock and left it to dry, lumbering into the woods to seek out some berries. The crafty goblins crept up to the rock, carefully, in case the old bear returned. They reached the rocks, grabbed the salmon, and gobbled it all up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, the stalwart moose was once again waiting for them. "Are you gonna tell me Old Bear told you could eat that too?" "Yes," replied the goblins. Old Bear ambled up at that moment, and Moose asked him, "Did you leave that fish for the goblins?" Old Bear looked at the goblins, who he knew were always hungry, and nodded. "I did," he said. "Really?" asked the moose. "Really," said the Old Bear. After Moose left, Old Bear said to the goblins, "Be sure to tell the princess I was kind to you, and don't steal my fish again." This is so sad. Everyone in the town knew that the kids were starving, so he fed them so he couldn't get in trouble with other people. Ugh. The goblins were still hungry, and they went out looking for one more meal. They crept up to the mangy muskrat's lodge and began to climb inside when they were dragged right back out. The stalwart moose dangled them by the seats of their pants and said, "Now I know Mangy Muskrat did not tell you could eat his food, because he blames you for his coat being ruined. Besides, he barely got enough food for himself, and he doesn't share with anyone." The goblins began to protest, but he shook his head. He set the goblins down and said, "Come with me." The goblins followed the stalwart moose to the part of the river where it ran slow enough for them to walk into it safely. He gave them each a fishing line and said, "I'm going to teach you how to fish, so that when you are hungry, you do not need to steal from the animals of the forest. It will be hard work, but it will be honest." The crafty goblins were not against working hard. They were just hungry, so they listened to the moose and soon pulled a wiggling fish from the river. They ate them up and finally were no longer hungry. That is how the moose came to teach the crafty goblins how to fish. One more and then we're done, I think. Yeah, alright. Once upon a time, in a deep and cold lake near the ancient forest, there lived an old seal who was a powerful witch in disguise. After angering the Ice King, she had been bound to the lake, only allowed to venture out when the moon was full, and only looking like a hag. Like the hag she truly was. For years she dreamed of vengeance, all alone in the deep lake among the many corpses of her many victims. One night, she woke to see a black and hooded silhouette, clawing to reach a beautiful gown full of stone. The human had delved far deeper into the lake than any land dwellers should have been able to go. His tenacity and ferociousness impressed the moon hag, and she decided he would be wasted in her sanctuary of corpses. This whole character, bro. What the hell? She used her magic to enspell him, allowing him to breathe underwater, but also binding him to her service. "You," she said, "will be the instrument of my release and of my revenge. For you and I together will kill the Ice King." Moonhag had never once heard of the Mad Hunter, and she did not know of the power he wielded. She could only tell he was a hunter, and her lust for revenge blinded her to the threat that he posed. She gifted him a hand of ice, which was not as nimble as a hand of flesh, but allowed him to serve her better than no hand at all. The Moon Hag spent years devising the perfect plan to kill the Ice King, and years more moving all the pieces into place to execute it. In the meantime, the Mad Hunter had served her, guarding her chest full of treasures and plotting his own plots. Finally, everything was prepared. The full moon rose, and the Moon Hag stepped onto land. Giddy at the thought that she would never have to leave again, it did not please her. She brought the Mad Hunter to his post, a jagged peak of ice. A jagged piece of ice and stone from which he would loose the arrow that would slay the Ice King. Before she could go, he put forward a proposal. Moonhag, said the Mad Hunter, if you grew back my missing hand, I would be certain to hit the Ice King with my arrow. We will only have one shot and I would hate to miss. You're a powerful witch, so you'll be able to craft ties, right? Ticks? Ticks or ties? Okay. I don't know. Should be able to craft ties to bind me to this place that I should not be able to break. Yeah. Sorry. Some of the letters don't have like half of the letter that makes them the letter, so it's hard to tell sometimes. The moon hag considered it. Alright, I will grow back your hand and then bind you here with ties that you will not break. She cast a spell and the Mad Hunter's hand of ice was replaced with a hand of flesh. And as the witch left to complete the next part of her plan, the Mad Hunter grinned wickedly in the moonlight. After a short time, the moon hag had returned, luring the Ice King into the Mad Hunter's line of sight. What is this about, moon hag? Asked the Ice King. Many a long year you have bound me to this lake, said the moon hag. Many a long year I have been alone in the dark. That ends tonight. She cast a powerful spell that made the Ice King slow to react, then gave the signal. Mad Hunter, she cried, let your arrow fly. Nothing happened. She twitched nervously. Mad Hunter, she growled, let your arrow fly. Still, nothing happened. The Ice King, meanwhile, was striding towards her, slow but furious. The moon hag fled, running first to the jagged piece of ice and stone where her servant should have waited. The peak was empty. The ties had been broken and the Mad Hunter was gone. In the end, he was the more powerful of the two, especially once he had his two hands back. When the Ice King finally caught the hag, his furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. You will no longer be allowed to leave, not even under the full moon. Moon Hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. This is how the Mad Hunter escaped. And the Moon Hag... Wait, what? This is how the Mad Hunter escaped the Moon Hag, and how he got his left hand back. There we go. Sorry. Ugh. Okay. You're Sam. You're the bear. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
You know, I think you might be onto something. What about these guys? I don't see them being real-life people. Or this one.
The specific human attributes you have assigned to these forest animals are truly thought-provoking.
Indubitably.
Nothing to say about that. Alright.
Yep. Totally Marianne.
Why a princess, though? Why not a queen?
She hated authority.
Yeah. She'd have been a terrible ruler.
You better hurry, or the Mad Hunter will catch us! We need to hide. This way! What's going on? I don't know. Is he here? Is he really here? I don't know. I'm scared. Go away! Yeah! Go back to the forest!
Yeah.
I forgot about that. We'd been pretending he was there.
And then, suddenly he was.
That was the only time that happened, right? Allison? Wait. It felt way too real. It was...
Us. Pushing our imagination way too far.
Just go to the door.
Great. Sam Kansky, Grandmaster of Bad Timing. We're not done with this conversation.
Morning, Sam.
Ahoy, goblins! I ran into Chief Brown, who said you were starting the cleanup on the house this morning, so, I kind of figured you might need some supplies.
Thank you. That was very thoughtful.
Oh, also got something for you, Tyler. Every man needs a good knife.
Nice.
There you are.
Thanks, Sam.
Good.
I love it when people try to make up for accidentally offending someone. Like, even if it was just an accident,
and
that
before I forget, for the lady of the house.
it does mean a lot.
It was your mom's favorite recipe. Still make it darn near every week. Think of her every time.
Thanks. But we don't have a stove. Still no electricity.
Oh yeah, that fuse box is busted. Just another thing I've been meaning to put back together around here.
Where is it? I can take care of it.
Oh, I don't doubt you can. But, I've been kicking this thing back to life for the last 20-some years. I'll give you a hand.
All right.
Box is in the barn. Follow me.
We'll be right behind you.
Follow me, he says after filling both of their hands.
Well, I guess old bears can learn new tricks.
Yep. Come on. Let's go get our electricity back on. We should pick up some seed for the birds.
Gotcha. Wasn't there a fresh box of it? Sorry, my chair is super squeaky right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
So, how's school?
I graduated already. Outdoor studies.
Oh, outdoor studies, huh? Well, it's a good thing I came along when I did. You know, I built this here barn for your mama.
For real?
What happened to the fuse box?
Oh, I forgot to put it back together after I fixed one of the fuses that kept snapping. Turns out a circuit was a little worse for the wear. I soldered it back on the spot, just the way your mama would have wanted. Made her happy when things could be fixed instead of thrown out. Anyways, find that darn key.
Still have our
Wait.
keys?
Wait, Sam. You have more of our keys?
Yeah, the one for the barn's called a railroad key. See, it's got this special tip that you can...
Fascinating. I'll take that off your hands, Sam.
No, I, figured I might still need to do some maintenance, so,
Nope. We're good. Thank you.
fair warning, door's a bit temperamental.
Haven't you been taking care of this place? You didn't oil the doors?
What? You think I just hang out here all day or something?
I mean...
Here, son, give me a try.
Good.
Okay, when you twist it as far as you can to the left, give it a nice little jerk.
F.
Damn it.
No shit.
Well, at least the door is open now.
What are you looking for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuse box.
Easy to fix. Now, that fuse box.
Oh no, no, no. You and you are going to clean up your mess. I'll take care of the fuse box.
But I didn't do it.
I'm not asking. Go on.
But I didn't do it, bitch. Yes, you did.
Be easy enough.
I wrapped up your electrical board. I gotta run, but in case you want to check it out, careful not to overload the circuits. You have to use a 15 amp fuses for the garage. Amps total up to 120. Whole house.
Jam needs to be replaced.
Nah, just need to sand that part down. We could refinish the whole thing, but that's a lot of work for an old door.
15 for the garage. And that's the only one that we've got. Alright,
Pass me that handle.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
okay.
Oh.
What happened? You okay?
Yeah, it's just a bum knee. I wrecked it playing ball.
Ball? Football? In college?
High school. Best stand
So
to
just-
pull back around. Well, till I got hurt.
1, 2, and 4? Question mark?
Wow.
Oh, okay. I can
Let's try this one.
place as many as I want. So,
Seems to be working just fine.
okay, alright.
Must be the latch.
No shit. It's covered in rust.
Bro,
Nothing
chill.
Salt and lime can't fix.
Salt and lime. It's a door latch, not a bottle of cheap
Okay.
tequila.
30 plus 80.
Could go for a margarita right about now.
A margarita? Really?
Hey, sometimes old Sam likes to feel fancy.
That should do it. I think.
Wait, that's not right.
Oh.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Hey, I'm moving
Shut
at
up.
my own pace. I need to know this stuff.
Alright.
Women, huh?
Don't do that, Sam.
Did you read the note next to the box?
Shut up! I can't. This one, okay, wait. So you've got 60, 40.
Take a look at the spindle.
Shouldn't we get this cleaned up before we put it back together?
I just want to check something.
Both of you, shush.
You two got any bear insurance?
What for? You and your gun are always around.
Oh, not always. And you can't fend off a bear with smart-ass remarks, you know.
Okay,
Not gun, Sam.
I dim you down to a 20 and then put you in 15. Does that work? Question mark? I don't want to math.
I guess I
Okay.
should try a higher amp fuse.
Now, careful you don't put a low amp in a high amp plug. That's a fire just waiting to happen.
Just do the math, Allison.
So that should just be yellow then, and then those red, and that blue. Okay, got it. Got it. I was just being dumb.
There's mold everywhere.
Seems good.
Cool. I don't know why that took me so long. It really shouldn't have. Oh no! There are 2 people in my chat. Hi guys. Sorry, my phone's been on the charger, so I've been looking at chat. How are you today?
You damn fool.
Everything okay?
You two look like you got this all in hand, so,
I wonder if he's the one that gave her that gun.
bye.
What was that about?
What do you think, dude? He looked at the gun rack and then left.
I wonder why Sam got so upset.
Oh, he probably forgot he was all out of bourbon.
Well, something about it really got to him.
I don't think any of us are exactly happy to see that gun rack. Remind me to take it down later.
He obviously loved your mother. And she got herself killed trying to murder her own
Incredible.
child.
What's that?
Obviously that's gonna
Ew,
bother him.
What?
Do not spill it on your shoes.
I sense a story.
I sense a story.
Well, if by story you mean using it at fireweed to get rid of some rats, and then spilling it on my only pair of shoes, then yes.
Rip.
Hey,
Look at this. I think this is where she made all her toys. She was so crafty.
she could draw and write and take pictures.
She could have been an artist instead of just locking herself up out here. Toilet paper tubes, rope, cardboard.
I wonder what she planned to make that. Maybe a car? Ooh, or a tank. Hey there, little buddy.
Spider?
Are you cooing at a spider?
I coo
It
at
better be a
spiders.
tiny
Shut
one.
up.
Don't listen
Shut
to
up.
the mean lady. You're an 8-legged beauty.
What are we gonna do with this wreck?
Take it apart and sell the scrap.
Nah, be my guest.
Be my guest. But it sure looks like a pile of junk to me.
Where you see junk, I see dollars.
Exactly.
Oh, man, I'm gonna put together the sweetest toolbox ever.
Found Marianne's stash. Blueberry, salmonberry. Huh. Birch and fireweed?
Bet it tastes like restricted freedom and 9 p.m. lights out.
Those have definitely gone bad.
As far as I'm concerned, they always were.
Does canned food really expire? I mean,
Yeah.
it's airtight, right?
Not gonna be the one to test that out.
Yeah, maybe don't make it fish that you're gonna test it out on. Seems like a bad idea.
Allison, do you know who this is?
Eh. Yeah, our grandparents
What did you
probably?
find?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. That's Carol, Eddie's mom. I've seen other pictures of her, but never this one.
Man, look at Brown. And Marianne. She looks really happy.
Can I?
Careful, the glass is broken.
Are you okay? It stings. Let's go see Mom. But she'll get mad. We weren't even supposed to be here.
Bro, that's such a rip moment. Like, be careful, immediately smashes it on the floor. Oh.
Come on, it's gonna get infected.
It's not get infected that fast. But, yeah. Probably go clean your wound.
I don't want to. She said not to disturb her and Eddie.
Is she fucking Eddie?
Where are you going?
Things were different when she was around. We were family, Eddie. How could you do this to me?
Shh.
Look,
Did he cheat on her or something?
I had to make that call.
What were they talking about? I can't figure out what's going on.
I don't know, but I remember that whatever Eddie had to do, whatever that call was about, it was tearing him up.
Tearing him up? He was being a total cop, and Marianne got pissed and threw him out. Here, I'm gonna show you what I remember. Over here, Allison.
Why'd you call me? I was standing 2 feet away from
I
you.
had to make that call. I was just following the law.
Oh, yeah? And this little visit right here? What would the law say about this, huh?
Look, I didn't have to come out here, but I did.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here.
Okay. So I'm
Marianne.
thinking he called
I
CPS
said get out! Out!
and was checking to make sure the kids weren't being mistreated.
What? She didn't throw the picture at him.
You sure about that? He was being a complete dick.
How can you be sure? We were eavesdropping. We could barely see a thing.
What do you think happened then?
Look, I had to make that call. I was following procedure, what I'm legally required to do.
Then why are you here? Pretty sure this isn't procedure.
I wanted you to hear it from me.
Please leave.
That does not seem in character for your mother.
Marianne, I'm sorry.
Please just go.
Your
do we
mother
keep
seemed
remembering the
batshit.
same things so differently?
It was a long time ago, and, well, memory's a tricky thing.
Wait, when did that happen?
I'm not sure. I think it was the exact same day she attacked you.
That's what I thought.
Uncle Eddie said he hadn't seen Marianne for weeks.
Yeah, that was bullshit. And what was all that about following the law? What was he doing here exactly?
He must have had his reasons for not telling us.
Look, I know he took care of you, but that doesn't make him incapable of lying.
I can't see him being that cold with Marianne, even if he was being a cop.
I mean, I can, but who knows? I guess memory's a tricky thing, huh?
That's why, like, eyewitnesses do not hold up in court. But for that matter, neither do fingerprints or anything like that. Marianne was angry.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here. Get off my property right now.
So, we agree. Brown came out here and bullied Marianne the same day she attacked
Not
us.
bullied.
And then lied about it. Now what?
We go and get a straight answer from him.
Right now?
Why can't we
Yes.
get the answer
I'll go get my car
first?
keys.
Like,
But
why
what
can't we
would
go
these
talk
mountains
to
of
them?
trash do without us?
Fuck the trash.
I think he's being a bit too lighthearted at the moment, because, like, that's the person that basically raised her as a dad. And he's just being an absolute dick. Granted, I believe the person that raised her
I can't
was
believe
also a
Brown lied.
dick, but
I mean, I may not be the guy's biggest fan, but he's always talking about the truth and the law and shit.
Do you have to be so happy about it?
What?
I know you've been waiting for something like this. Something that proves Eddie's an asshole. But gloating about it is really not cool. Oh, it's Tina. I gotta take this. Yeah, just a sec. I'm parking the car.
I don't find my slippers, but I don't know where they went. Now I'm cold.
Guess I'll just go stretch my legs then.
Say it.
No, just give me a sec.
Why don't you have school, Kenzie? What the fuck?
Okay, Tina, what's going on?
Hi, hon. I've got someone who is super interested in seeing the house.
Oh, that's amazing. When?
They're just in the area for a couple of days, so they'd like to come by day after tomorrow.
Oh,
Why does she sound like she's from Minnesota?
I'm not sure it'll be ready.
Hon, this guy is very motivated, but I know he's looking at other properties. And it's not like you've had people breaking down the door.
I appreciate that, but we've kind of got a lot going on over here.
Did I mention it would be an all-cash offer?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Great. I'll set it all up and send you the details.
Wait, what? How did I? What? Bruh. How did that break my relationship with somebody? I don't get it. The goal is to sell the house. We intended to sell the house. We're talking to somebody to make an offer. Okay, bear sign. Love it. Sorry, I'm looking around to make sure we don't pass, like, another totem thing. You don't have school today, right?
Dee and I did that trail a couple years ago. We drank ice-cold beers when we reached the summit.
Oh, nice. Low-key jealous.
Whose votes are you looking to win out here, Tom? The Bears?
Yeah, obviously. There you go. Also, why didn't she just consult him
The
on it?
artist really nailed this one. Dorian Key. Kinda rings a bell.
It looks really cute. I like it.
Looks like you found a nice spot.
We've been here before, right?
I don't know, but I love
I feel
it.
like I've been here before.
Oh, okay.
So, Tina?
Tina West, our realtor.
Oh, that Tina.
Rip.
What'd she need?
Well, we have an interested buyer. Tina's gonna show him the house day after tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Apparently he'd be paying cash, but he's just in town for a few days, so... I mean, we're not signing anything in blood. It's just a showing.
It's
I
the
know.
first interested person you've had.
We both need this money, and it'll take
Why
at least
is he being
few
a butt?
weeks, right? There's plenty of time to figure out all this Marianne stuff.
It's fine. You did it. It's done. Let's move on.
Bruh.
So, before Tina called, we were talking.
Yeah?
I'm not happy your foster father fucked up.
Oh yeah? Because you sure sounded like
He
it.
hid information about Marianne.
I know! You just don't have to rub it in.
I get it. You're always gonna side with him over me.
Come on, that's not fair.
Then why do you keep doing it?
This town, these people, they're just memories to you. But it's my home, Tyler. My friends, my family. And as much as I want answers, I'd rather not lay waste to my entire life to get them.
You seem pretty eager to ditch all those friends and family, Allison. Apparently a cash offer is all it takes.
I'm ready to move on. But that doesn't mean I want to burn every bridge on my way out.
This was literally the plan, though.
Our hometown looks pretty picturesque from here, doesn't it?
You're way more attached to this place than you let on.
At the house sale.
It's pretty crazy Tina found someone willing to pay cash for a house out here, huh?
How are you using the voice?
Yes.
You guess? That's it?
I don't really want to talk about the house right now.
Oh, okay. We don't have to.
We're literally 2 feet away from each other. It's the equivalent of texting. What's that? Sounds like someone's bouncing a basketball. But also, god damn. Yeah.
Found you! North Star! Okay, now you're the star and I'm the compass. Okay, and don't cheat. I know you were sending me fake hints last time. I did not. Yes, you did. Okay, I won't do it again.
Why were they playing a game all the way out in the middle of nowhere?
You're always accusing me of cheating.
You always were cheating.
Because you totally did.
It was a cool game. Guessing where you were just by feeling what you felt.
You look like little freaks. Damn.
Yeah. I can't believe we played it in public, though. We probably looked like tiny freaks shouting nonsense.
That's what all kids
We
are.
were freaks. But that's why we were awesome.
You never wished we fit in a little more? Not at all?
No, not really. I mean, we had each other.
Yeah, basically.
That was enough for me.
Hey, I really am sorry
I'll
I
explain it
gave
when the
Tina an
dialogue's
answer
done.
without talking to you first.
You should have. That's what I was saying. Oh my god.
It's okay. You probably made the right call. You were right to call me out earlier. I was being a jerk about Eddie.
I'm all for enjoying the wins as they come, but maybe not at the expense of my father figure.
I'll try my best.
So, okay. Just a recap on what has happened so far. The two main characters are twins. For some reason, when they were kids, they discovered that they could talk to each other in their head. And recently they've been able to, like, materialize memories. And right now they're basically trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with their mother in her last few days. Because she decided, you know, the super rational thing to do would be to hunt down her child with a gun. Because he cut his hair and was going to come out to her as trans. Because that's normal. So they're trying to use their little gift thingy to figure out a whole bunch of different things about her, because they found a little book on her desk that was basically how to raise a transgender child after stealing his diary. Before he had, you know, cut his hair or come out to her. Now we're pretty much all caught up. But, one more detail. The twin that we're playing as, the brother is trans. The one that we're playing as is the sister, and she stabbed her mother in self-defense for her brother because her brother was at the end of a dock on his knees pleading for his life, and his mother aimed a gun at his head and got ready to shoot, so she stabbed her with a pair of scissors. They called for help because obviously, but the brother took the blame for stabbing her because, you know, siblings, yay, do anything for you, even if it means fucking up the rest of my life, right? So she got adopted pretty much by the cop that was like overseeing the whole case, and said cop kept them from each other for about 10 years because he didn't want the trans sibling to be like a bad violent influence or like attack her or anything like that, even though that's the twin that had done literally nothing wrong. So, yeah. Fantastic story.
Remember that time both the bridges collapsed?
Yeah. It was a week before they got the roads reopened.
Oh god,
And
that's
Sam had to bring
horrifying.
his supplies with his boat.
Felt like our house was on a deserted island, but way colder.
Can I go this way and get like a collectible? Question mark? Please? I just don't want to like walk past one.
God, I'd love to be able to make something like this.
I want to pet it.
Artist, too.
I'm nowhere near this level.
Is it the same person?
Stop selling yourself short.
It looks so pettable. Can I go down here? No. Okay. Back to the car. But yeah, no, this story is legitimately good. It's just, it is such a fucking yikes. Was that a turkey? Excuse me? Like a wild one? Because sometimes I make fucking weird noises, but what the fuck?
Hey, look
Ah.
what I found.
What?
Hey, look what I found.
Okay, I'm coming. Ollie and Ellie.
Aha! I knew it was still here.
I knew we'd been here before. We claimed it as part of the Ronin Kingdom.
And it still is. All it needs is a little update.
Poor tree.
What are you doing?
Changing it to a T.
What I wanted to do back then, but I didn't have the guts. There, looking better already.
You're right.
Let me see.
Way better.
Let me look. Nice. I think the face cam thingy ended. I can restart it in a moment though. Correct the old graffiti. Was there a choice not to do that? Oh, I guess if I pissed him off, he'd probably want to leave
So?
sooner.
What's the plan?
The plan? Goddamn. Objective, discuss the night of the murder with Eddie. No. The plan real quick. Viewer rewards, channel points, channel edges. Wait, 3 days. Wait. Huh? No, you should be able to. Oh, why can't you contribute any more as in like you've already contributed, you want to add more. You can only do 2,000 per stream.
We go inside and calmly ask Eddie why he was there that day.
All right.
Calmly.
Let's try to let him get his side of the story out. Okay.
Again, my bet is on CPS.
yeah.
Oh,
I
Haven't
understand,
done it?
Mr. Barrow. I'll be sure to let him know.
I love your hair.
Yes, I have it all written down. Have a good day, Mr. Barrow.
Great.
Morning,
So
Missy.
cool.
How'd you get stuck working reception?
Rose called in sick this morning. I'm covering for her while I try to get my paperwork done. What are you doing here?
Just checking in with Uncle Eddie.
I'm guessing from the identical features that this is Tyler?
Tyler, Denise, Tyler.
Is this the one that we stole the key from? Let me loudly say that in front of her.
Did you tell Officer
Yeah, it is.
Mackenzie that I'll be... Oh, good morning, Allison.
Hi, Uncle.
I'm gonna take Dr. Torres' statement. No need for Vincenzi to come back to the station.
He doesn't seem like he's in the best of moods.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he's been a little off all day. Good luck.
Weird.
Great. He has an excuse to brush us off.
I'm sure he'll make time if we say it's important.
Oh god, your haircut.
Hello, middle-aged adult.
Everything all right? Your uncle said you two were gonna be knee-deep in trash for a
Oh,
few days.
haircut.
A few days? That's optimistic. It feels like every time we clear out a drawer, 2 more just appear out of thin air.
Huh. Yes, you got my sympathies. When we emptied Linda's parents' house, I thought we'd have to rent a backhoe.
How is Linda?
Oof.
I feel like I haven't seen her in months.
Good. Yeah, she started working over at the high school as the librarian. Pay's not great, but she gets to see the kids every day, so.
I bet Brent.
Oh boy, fire drills. Everybody's favorite way to slack off.
Hey, is that your desk? Huh? I didn't think so. Move on.
I gotta move on to the drawers over here.
Sorry.
Dr. Torres, you said your daughter was with you during the incident?
Yes, she was.
I'll need her information too then. Can you give me her name and date of birth?
What incident?
Isabella Henderson, July 16th, 2009.
Henderson. Different last name?
Yes, her father's. My ex-husband.
Does she live with you most of the time?
No, her...
Not allowed to talk to her from behind the counter. Damn.
She stays with me on the weekends.
I got so wrapped up with Tyler coming that it totally slipped my mind. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Did you see that head shake? She is not forgiven.
Hey,
He speaks. How's Delos treating you so far?
Can't wait to leave.
not great, honestly. But pretty soon it'll be over, and I'll never have to come back.
Wow, that was honest. Well, I hope it turns around for you. Hey, been meaning to say, Allison showed us that article you wrote for the Juneau Daily last year. You were spot on. The state needs to be giving way more money to youth centers. Fireweed was lucky to have you.
Yeah, loved working with them.
Thanks.
Right.
I spent a lot of time fighting for more outdoor activities. Made some enemies in the administration over that one. But the first time those kids summited Mount Roberts, man, they were so proud. It felt great.
I know exactly what you mean. I, volunteer sometimes with the JCE. Give lectures about police work, lead group talks when I can.
What's that?
JCE?
You know, Juneau Coalition for Equality.
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Wait, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't mean to preach, but the kids in those groups, be it Fireweed or the JCE, they need people who really understand them. People who know where they're coming from and will fight for what they need. Anyways, sorry for the rant.
Did you need something, Allison?
Yeah. Tyler,
Damn.
Can you come here?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Incident report states you called yesterday at 6:13 a.m.
What?
because someone vandalized your mailbox. Officer Vincenzi was dispatched to your home at 6:29 a.m.
What?
But you couldn't stay to give a statement?
I had to be in surgery at 9. I was already
Oof.
behind.
Of course. Says here you work at Cottonwood Hospital?
That's right.
That sure is a commute.
It certainly is.
What's your usual working hours?
I'm a surgical resident at one of the only hospitals in South.
Why'd she call me over if she didn't
Tyler
even need
Rowan.
me?
Good to see you again.
course.
You've gotten tall.
We really
That
appreciate you
usually happens between ages 11 and 21.
Yeah, well, welcome home.
It's been a while.
Thanks. It's been a while.
So, what brings you two around?
Neon lights and smelly food. Damn.
We just can't get enough of the fluorescent lights and smell of old takeout.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. So is there anything I can help you with?
Access to Marianne's file?
You might actually. Is there any way we could see the file for our mother's case?
Well, you're legally allowed to look at anything that concerns you, so...
So yeah?
You could always file a request for access.
So, we can see it?
Of course. I can start the paperwork if you want.
Hell yeah.
It's okay. We'll figure it out with Brown. Thanks.
Could you go through the full details of your
So, apparently they keep all the case files right here.
Jesus, you scared me.
Sorry. Anyway, if Brown's not gonna be straight up with us, we should just read it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it real obvious. Not looking anywhere but her. Damn, bro.
Got the mail the night before. Isabella asked to come with me, so I helped her into her coat and boots before we went out. We stepped outside.
Morning, Chief Brown.
Good morning, Tyler.
I know he's in the middle of
Could
something,
we
but
talk
like,
to you in private? It's a little urgent.
Can you excuse me for a second, Dr. Torres? What's going on, you two?
We'd like to see our mother's case file.
can we talk in
to
private?
Greg.
Does not go anywhere.
We're hoping to file a request for access. Today.
Excuse me. Come on. You can fill out the paperwork, but the file won't be ready for a few days.
Why?
How long is it gonna take exactly?
That depends. 3 days? A week?
A week? Aren't all the files just upstairs?
Yeah, but the approval process takes time.
Who's approving them?
I don't know what you're looking for in that file. I was the officer in charge of the case, and there's nothing you two don't already know.
Oh, that's not true.
Look, guys, I've got a victim waiting to finish her statement. We can file the access paperwork later tonight, all right?
Why didn't you just do it with the other officer? He's actually helping. Or trying.
Oh, I hate when he's stubborn like that. So what now?
Of course, Miss Torres. Where were we?
We can get the truth ourselves. I mean,
He's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves.
I'm
Where do you think
sorry.
they'd stash her file?
I don't know.
you're just
The archive
making
room?
intense
Eddie's
eye
office?
contact.
Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
Could you go through the full details of your morning?
There's just intense eye contact. Being completely silent, straight-faced. Staring at each other.
Isabella's father.
Hey, what are you two up to over there?
I want water.
Yeah, everything's fine. We're just, I was just telling Tyler where the upstairs bathroom is. Tyler, help me out here.
Oh, yeah. Toilet emergency. Lake water. You know, Mother Nature's juice cleanse.
There's a bathroom just past the break room. Behind you. First door on your right.
Forget it, Tyler. There's no way we're getting upstairs out in the open like this. It's too suspicious. There must be another way up.
There was a fire drill notice on Vincenzi's desk. Are there any kind of fire exits?
Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that? Lobby, now.
Cool. Let go. Why didn't they point me to this restroom?
Could you go through the full details of your morning, Dr.
Okay.
Isabella's father was coming over to pick her up at...
You heading out?
I need a smoke. Puff
Yeah,
puff.
I need a smoke.
Definitely smoker.
Only gets harder the longer you do it.
Yeah, I know.
While you're at it, get your sister to stop too.
She smokes? Ew. I absolutely would have said that. Not gonna lie. Ew, she's a smoker? Hell yeah. Crouch past the windows, you fucking turd.
There. Fire exit.
It opens up to a staircase on the side of the building, but it'll definitely be locked from the inside. If one of us were to create a diversion, the other could slip upstairs and open the door. And since you're the troublemaker, I nominate you as the one to make a scene.
Wait, really?
Not a better idea?
No.
Not really. No.
Right. Let's go.
Who's kooky enough to bike to work in sub-zero weather?
That would be Vincenzi. He's got a bike for every season. Names him too.
What's this one called?
Duncan Rocket.
Hey, which one's Brown's car?
Why?
Just curious. Slash tires.
I was thinking of letting a little air out of his tires. You know, in case we need to make a break for it.
Haha.
I thought you were gonna, like, you know, make that the distraction. What the fuck is the distraction if it's not that? Yeah. Can I look at? Can I look, bruh?
Guess I probably can't trip the circuit breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
No, turning the lights off isn't gonna do jack shit. We can still see perfectly clearly. Even in the dead of night. Like, it's... nah.
How about saying someone's climbing the fence?
Really?
I could pretend they're outside, trying to break in.
All right.
Okay. That works.
Greg's? I think someone's trying to climb over the station fence.
Must be the Herald kid again.
Huh?
Yeah, Jackson Herald's kid. He climbs over the fence because he doesn't, and I quote, feel like going round the block.
Ah, right.
Tyler.
Fine, I'll just press the button. Seriously? You're not allowed? Fine, whatever. Also, sorry, trash is being disposed of outside. It's loud.
That pile of paperwork?
What about it?
I could tip it over.
Kind of messy, but I mean, sure.
Yeah, let's try.
Jesus, Tyler, what happened?
Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Man just fully slapped it.
Leave that there.
Just leave it there. It picks it up. I mean, it worked, so.
All right. I'm in position.
What now?
Turn right when you exit the station and follow the side of the building.
Yeah,
The
no
staircase will be
shit.
Right there.
Surprised she didn't stop me again.
Crisp winter air.
Okay. By the door. Come on.
I just now realized this is made out of, like, a shipping crate. The fuck is this siding? Can you imagine if you turned around? I'm coming.
I just do. You took control of your destiny. Own it.
Armory, no, that's not where we want to go. Is it this? Is it the Chief's? Oh.
The
Well,
police chief of Delos Crossing hosts charity events?
Oh, yeah. The community social. He volunteered to help. Since he pretty much knows everyone. And
Gotcha.
more importantly, who's called the cops on who, he's in charge of the seating chart. If Eddie catches us in here,
There's no turning back now. Brown really wants everyone to know what a fine, upstanding citizen he is, doesn't he?
he's a genuinely good person. And saying that here makes me feel even worse.
yeah, it's fine. Ooh. Take.
Huh. Hey, you.
Aren't they gonna notice we've stolen all of the things?
Though we are destined to burn, we emerge as stardust.
Is that? Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Burn it.
Huh. Delos Police Force is getting a new officer.
Finally.
This guy has a record, and not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Shh. Eddie has a really hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
There's always a choice.
Damn. So he worked in the military, but he also robbed a bank.
Seriously? You're gonna try to hack into his computer?
We're here for. Whoa. Brown looked at our file this morning.
Wait, what?
Regarding your
What does that mean?
request about the case.
I don't know. But there's a reference number. R68653.
Hasn't been digitized yet, so you can find the paper originals in the archives for references about the case. Transcripts of phone calls have been taken out, but you can find the digitized calls through the appendix. Sorry, I'm like fucking up all of my words right now. It's not good. Let me know if you need anything else.
Huh. Tom invited Eddie over for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying way too hard to get Eddie's endorsement.
Does he? Support Tom?
He preferred staying neutral.
F. Bias training. Man who pissed in our cereal this morning. Hello, what? People, we are all adults here. Whoever keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink better learn to clean up after themselves. I will personally stuff said culprit into the washer so they can see how it works. You know what? Fair. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
One of his emails mentioned the archives. That's gotta be where our file is.
Well, yeah. I thought we were looking for the archives in here.
Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail.
Oh, now we're committing a felony!
Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think he literally called CPS.
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fireweed? Oh. It's an invoice. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed administration would like to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
Damn.
More backdoors and secret moves. You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009? Well, this letter says you got in.
What the hell? So he just turned it down?
I'm sorry, Allison.
Shouldn't be surprised he's lied to me in the past.
In his defense, if he was paying for your brother to live somewhere, I can understand why he wouldn't also pay for you to go to a school.
Please tell me you know what the code is.
To the highly confidential police archive?
Then, how am I supposed to open the door?
I spent hours playing next to this room. I'd see people go inside all the time. The keypad does this little tune. Dum-da-dee-doo.
Seriously?
Go on, try.
Okay.
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo. Come on.
Dum-da-dee-doo. I don't think that's the right
Yeah, I don't. Shut the fuck up.
You're pressing the wrong numbers.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so that's due, obviously.
Gee, only 24 different possibilities.
Okay, 4061.
I don't think that's the right order.
Shh.
Gee, only 24 different possibilities.
Any idea?
Any idea?
Look closely. Some of the keys should be more worn than others. I don't think that's the right order.
Shut the fuck up.
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo. Jade.
Oh, it actually has subtitles. I've been thinking about it the whole time. I'm like, this sounds like the right one, right? All right, which which one is which? Okay, 0 is duh. 6041. Okay, gotcha.
You're pressing the wrong number.
Shut the fuck up! I can't. 6041.
Yes.
Yay! So I just had the 6 and the 4. Okay. Damn. Alright, close. If only I had noticed the fucking subtitles, this would have taken so much less
Looks like they're
time.
finally going digital.
Oh, that's right. I remember Eddie complaining about this. They're gonna have to resort everything.
Great.
They've digitized their closed files, but only the ones before 1990. Meaning our file is still somewhere in those boxes.
Perfect. A room of scattered case files and a half-done sorting system.
Yep. This is gonna be so fun for you.
My
I'm
god,
gonna
it's
keep a
so
lookout.
fun for you. To the fuck up.
What? Why do I have to be the one stuck with box duty?
Because if
Such
anyone
siblings.
sees me, I'll have a better excuse for being there. Reach out if you need.
Nope. Not this one either. Where's the damn box?
Well,
No, that's not it.
Anyone remember what that number was that we read downstairs? Or in the office? I know it had a 6.
finding anything?
Here we go.
Okay. Never mind. I love that that's the only thing I remember. In one ear, out the other.
Looks like a step-by-step record of the investigation.
Okay, notified by my partner Christian Holt of an incident. White female identified as Marianne Ronan. Falling over deck into lake. Arrived at the scene, briefed by person. Witnesses. Couldn't get a statement from them as they were under dire stress and shock. Coroner arrived at the scene to take the prints.
Well,
So far, I'm not seeing anything we didn't know already. It does reference some other files and audio recordings, though.
you might be able to look those up on the computer. Even if our file hasn't been digitized yet, they may already have it in the appendix.
Coroner took possession of the body and cleaned the scene. Stated that the hair was cut short by sister. That she threatened them with a gun. Ran. You didn't find the scissors. Weird. Charged the kid with homicide. Lovely. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Cool.
Alright, I'm in. You can search by keywords. What should I look for?
I don't know. Marianne Ronan? March 1st, 2005?
Crime report.
Reference is 05R60.
Oh, sorry.
889.
5 something. What was that? 5R6. Okay. 1889. That's all I need.
Okay, I need to check out 05R61 889.
Did I walk past it? I had to have walked past it. Am I dumb? Probably dumb. That's okay. Eh? Is it this?
Not this one either.
What?
There.
Bruh. That's so bullshit.
found a summary of everything. Wow, this is a real detective novel. Brown's quite the wordsmith.
He's not a writer, Tyler.
She exited her home and entered the garage to start loading a shotgun. Her child entered the room to display a new haircut given by sister. When she saw the child's haircut, she became enraged and threatened them with a shotgun. Kid called for help. Other kid ran over. And then, you know, the lie. She said that she heard screaming while in her bedroom. Yep. Sorry. I press escape to leave because, you know, other games do that. But when you press escape in this, it just goes straight to the pause screen. Okay, what was the other one? Autopsy report. Okay. 05R6. Gotcha.
Reference is 05R62 766.
Did I walk past it? God damn it. Wait, it's this one?
I have her autopsy report.
Okay.
She...
Drowned.
God,
What is it?
she drowned. Stab wound was non-fatal.
Knew it! Called it! Fuck yeah! I mean, sorry for your mom, but... I said that they could have pulled her out. Okay.
Shit. Eddie's coming up the stairs. What do I do? What do I do?
Stall.
Stall him.
No shit, Sherlock.
Get him into his office.
Tell him you need to talk in his office.
And children, Marion Ronan. Court order. Yes, okay. 05R6 33225.
I need to check out 05R63 325. No, that's not it.
Well,
05R63 325.
Is it this?
Nope.
This?
Not this one either. Where's the damn box? No, that's not it. Nope.
well,
I'm just gonna touch all of them.
Not this one either. No, that's not it. Nope. Not this one either. Where's the damn box?
you finding anything?
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god!
Just give me a minute. It's a mess in here.
Come on, we need to hurry.
No, that's not it. Nope.
Well,
Not this one. No, that's not. Nope.
I'm literally touching all of them.
Not this one either. No, that's not. Nope.
you find.
Not this one either. No, that's not it.
Well,
Nope. Not this one either. No, that's not.
Seriously?
It. Nope.
you find.
Haven't I touched every single one of them?
Not this one either. No, that's not it. Nope.
This is gonna be the one that tells us that she,
Where's the damn box?
Well,
this is the one that's gonna tell us about what the fuck the call was about.
Okay, here it is.
Oh, I forgot that the ones. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's a picture I definitely don't want to keep.
Okay, temporary placement. It's ordered that the minor is committed to custody. No! It's not what I wanted. I need to know what he was there for. Eddie Brown that day. No. Ronan children. No.
Here.
There. Perfect. 05 Comber. Got it.
Reference is 0501 COM.
Dude, I need him to stop saying numbers at me. Like, that fucks me up so bad. I cannot remember when he's saying numbers. Bruh. Comber, got you.
Here we go. Jesus. Unbelievable. Brown reported Marianne Child.
Do it! Fucking called it!
Where are you?
Hell yeah!
What's going on?
I have called everything about this game so far. Reason family depression? Is that what I just read? Fucking knew that's why he was there, though.
Delos Crossing Police Department.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
It's my mom. She fell in the water and she's not coming up.
Okay, where are you now?
Home. We're home.
Are you alone? Where's your dad?
It's just me and my sister.
All right, honey, can you give me your address?
12 Cannery Road. Please, hurry.
Just stay right where you are, okay? We're sending someone out to help you.
Don't hang up.
Got something. This is Officer Eddie Brown.
Hello, Officer Brown. This is Simone Prue from the Office of Child Services.
Hello, Mrs. Prue.
I'm calling about the Ronan family. I just wanted to let you know that we will be moving forward with the case.
I see.
Is there anyone additional we should interview while we're in the area?
Yeah, Samuel Kansky is a close friend of the family.
Uh-huh. K-A-N-S...
K-Y.
Great. Your caseworker, Sandy Black, will be arriving on March 5th. She'll drop by the station first thing in the morning.
Mrs. Prue, how worried should we be?
I really can't say until I have a full picture of the situation.
Of course. Well, have a good afternoon, Mrs. Prue.
You too, sir.
I just listened to Brown chatting with OCS. He really did it. He reported her.
What if he was just a go-between? He might not have had a choice. We need to keep digging.
Okay. DUI complaint. 2014 though, that we need 2005.
Here. Bingo.
Okay. Whoa, theft report plus child neglect report. Okay. 2005.
2005 201546.
501. Hey, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I need to keep repeating this number, otherwise I'm gonna forget it.
Like 233 just subscribed for 2 months.
Oh, that was a subscribe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Bree. Fuck. 2005 something. Which one of you is it?
No, that's not it.
That one. Hell yeah. Wait, 2 months? Yo! Nice!
What the hell? It's accused her of child neglect.
I mean... to be fair... Sorry, I should probably be reading this out loud. Marianne Ronan entered Veni Vidi Vici, which is the store owned by Thomas and Tessa. She stated that she observed Serena browse the aisles for approximately 10 minutes while chatting distractedly with her. She stated that she was behind the cash register and did not have direct eye contact at all times, and then stated after those 10 minutes. She asked if she had any organic mosquito incense. She did not believe this demand was odd due to the winter season, but left without purchasing anything else. She stated that approximately 5 minutes later, she walked back through the aisle where she had been and discovered a missing box of detergent. She suspects that she had been shoplifting in the past and began to suspect her of child neglect. They don't eat and are exposed to all kinds of inappropriate influences and believe that it was possible some abuse was occurring in the home. I wonder if this is... You woke up in time to see a stream. Yay! Proud of you. I wonder if this is because she got pissed because she was saying that their mother should send her kid to a fuck. What is it? Conversion therapy camp.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I couldn't stop him.
Hide under the desk.
Your way.
Desk.
Get out.
Uncle, we didn't mean to.
I'm not gonna repeat myself.
You're a goddamn hypocrite.
I said move it.
Hey! Get off me!
Rather spend the night here? Come on!
I said don't fucking touch me!
Go on. And consider yourselves lucky you're family.
Let's talk. Let's just talk.
Right. Family. And for Allison's sake, we should talk.
About what?
We saw our file. We know about social services. Why? Why did you turn your back on her? Why did Tessa?
For context, Tessa was their mother's best friend before she died. Then she brought up conversion therapy for the kid, and they stopped being friends.
We need to talk.
At least that's my theory. But they stopped being friends a few months before she died. And Tessa's the one that reported them for neglect, so...
The winter before your mother's death was... hard. Delos Crossing was snowed in for months. Most roads were closed and plane supplies were scarce. Everyone was struggling.
Especially Marianne.
Yeah. She was always just scraping by. And that winter left nothing to scrape up. Even if locals had found time to help her. You know, I'm not sure your mother would have accepted.
So she came to you?
You're saying Tessa reported our mother because she was having supply issues?
Tessa came to me because she was honestly concerned.
Right.
I was legally required to report Tessa's complaint, even if I didn't agree.
So you called child services?
So you took her word for it and called child services?
Well, he's required
Failure to provide adequate food, lack of appropriate supervision, inattention to a child's psychological care. Like it or not, she had a case.
What? It's bullshit.
Psychological care.
Just following the law, then. Right.
Is that why you came over that day, before she died?
The rest of it makes sense.
You felt shitty, didn't you? That's why you broke procedure?
I had to warn her that it was happening and that it wasn't looking good. An assessment worker had been assigned and started doing background checks. What else was I supposed to do?
I thought always telling each other the truth was our #1 rule.
Still is, little moose.
And yet you still lied.
I didn't want you two putting yourselves through unnecessary hurt. But you're adults and that was your choice to make. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you, Uncle.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that, huh? Must be nice to have a daughter who lets you off the hook that easy. Eddie, you keep trying to point your finger at Tessa, but you have to take responsibility for your part in our mother's death.
I've asked myself over and over for the past 10 years what I could have done different.
It's really nothing.
I know I made a big mistake with you two here.
Like, he could have told
And
them.
you got
but
every right to be angry.
He
Being a
could have
father,
lost his job if he didn't.
it's a pretty tough job. I've tried my best. And I'd like to try my best with you too, Tyler, if you want it.
I don't like that they kept them apart, or that he kept them apart for 10 years, but I do think it would be better for him to have some semblance of family, so...
I'm open to getting there. But it's gonna take some time before we're a big, happy family.
I respect that. It's hard work rebuilding trust.
Besides, he's just gonna end up losing his sister if
Got
he's
a place
always
here
at her
whenever you
dad's
need
neck.
it.
Right, like...
Well, now I really feel like an asshole for tossing that ring.
You're kidding, right?
Okay, I think it's a good time for us to make our exit. We'll catch up later, yeah?
Sure.
That went better than I thought it would. Can we go the quick way? Ah, boo.
Well, that went better than I was afraid it would.
But also, one more time, just because I feel very happy about it. Fucking called it! Alright, now I'm done.
Allison.
What?
You just sprinted out of the
you feel
building.
like shit.
How can you tell?
Because you sprinted out of the building.
What are we gonna do about Tessa?
Nothing. Look, we're not gonna do anything. That's enough, Tyler. Talk to Tessa? Why? What are you looking for? What are you expecting her to say?
I thought she loved us.
You can love somebody
Chief
and
Brown,
be concerned.
is it true? Is she... Oh my God. Children,
Tessa. Tessa, you need to leave. Come on, kids.
Everything is going to be all right, okay? You're going to be okay, I promise.
Go home. You can't be here right now.
Oh God. Oh God.
She gonna abandon me? It's fucking heartbreaking though. It's like, what was she supposed to do in that situation?
Where is everybody?
Tessa's gotta be around somewhere.
I mean, her shop was being stolen from, and it's a
I'm
mom
hearing
and pop
something.
place.
Well, at least we know the entire world didn't vanish.
Plus, her kids were always starving. I mean, shit, just look at the Book of
Even who
Goblins.
is here, we can't count out the rapture quite yet.
Like,
I need to take a breather. I'm gonna do a bit of shopping.
there
You
were
look
4
for
or
Tessa,
5 different
okay?
stories that just talked about them literally starving at all times. About them never having enough food. About them stealing from people.
Big old bull moose staring me down.
Hey guys, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Oh, hey.
Who's
Tyler
fairy guy?
from the boat,
Yeah.
right?
Huh. We keep bumping into each other, don't we? What were you guys talking about?
I don't think you'd be interested.
Oh. Okay. What's that about? Yeah, let me just slip in between you two.
Stay away, huh?
Unfortunately. We're looking for Tessa again.
She took off about half an hour ago. Sorry.
Oof.
Do you know if she'll be back soon?
I don't know if she's even coming back. No one tells me anything.
Oof.
How
Her
about
husband
Tom?
around?
He busy?
He's been in the office all morning, so who knows? But it's Tom, so it's probably safe to interrupt him.
Fair enough. You going fishing?
Doing some shopping?
Nah, looking for
Just
someone.
looking for the woman who runs the place.
The shopkeeper's wife? Can't say I've seen her around.
Have a nice day, sir.
I mean, I was just gonna make small talk and like talk about what you were talking about before because it acted like I couldn't ever be interested in a moose, but like, And knock knock.
Come in.
Hello.
What do you mean?
Oh.
We've got enough signatures. It should have at least been enough to stall construction while we figure out our next move. Well, why don't we schedule a meeting with the Alaska Wildlife Foundation? Try to get their support. Look, Harold, I have to go. We can pick this up at the meeting. I should be on my way over soon.
Hi.
Hello, Tyler. Can I help you?
Ignoring my sister.
Hey,
Damn.
I hope this isn't a bad time, but
That's a
is
rip.
Tessa around today?
She had to step out for a family matter. This wouldn't be something I could help with, would it?
Yeah, maybe, actually. We were over at the police station and we took a look at Marianne's case file.
Okay.
She reported her.
Tessa reported Marianne to social services. Did you know?
Vaguely. But I didn't get involved. I didn't think I really had anything to add.
You never thought to mention it?
Well, now, I'm not sure how a thing like that would have come up. And I didn't want to
Fair.
rub salt in any wounds.
Huh. How about when we were in the store yesterday asking about it point blank?
That was between you and Tessa. I try to stay out of other people's affairs.
That's fair.
Why did
What?
Tessa come to the police station that night?
She was looking for you two. To make sure you were okay. When she heard what happened, she was a mess.
How exactly did she hear about it so fast?
Can't remember who called, but you know how it is. No news travels faster than a secret. Everyone knew 5 minutes after Brown was on his way out.
Okay. Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry if you felt resistance from people around here.
To put it mildly.
Allison, you know this better than anybody. But your mother's death left a scar on this community. Now, I won't claim we went through anything close to what you did.
I was about
but
to say.
It was a cruel reminder of the limits of trust.
Yeah, we get that.
I guess that makes sense, but we need to know what really happened.
You deserve that. And I'm sorry if some folks have been less than helpful, but you've got to give people
Some
time.
folks, sir.
Especially Tessa. Now, you let me know if you have any other questions, okay?
Hey,
Yes?
you said I should remind you not to be late for your meeting, so don't be late.
Yep. I'll be on my way in a minute. So, kids, was there anything else you two wanted to talk to me about?
Did you ever hear any rumors about our mother? Like, who her father might have been?
Ooh.
Not exactly a rumor monger. Your mother was close to a few men, but whether they were your father, I couldn't say.
Wait, when did this become the hunt for the father? Also,
Look,
DNA test, just
Oh.
easy peasy.
Gosh. I'm sorry. I really have to go.
Like, that's how my sister
Michael,
found her father.
Could you finish up the storage room and then just close up?
Yeah, sure thing, boss man.
See you later.
You two want to help a brother out, spend the afternoon here working for free?
Why not? We came here to talk to Tessa, and she's not here.
She's at the cemetery, visiting her parents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, tell you what. Why don't you guys help me close the store, and then we can drive over together? I've been meaning to pay my uncle a visit.
Can we
Or
just wait for her to come back here?
yeah.
I'm not really excited about going there.
Allison, we don't have to visit her grave.
I'm gonna start working in the storage room. Tyler, join me when you're done.
Sure thing. Just give me a sec.
Okay, hear me out. Maybe don't ambush the person who's visiting her dead parents' grave with shit that contributed to her best friend's death. That just doesn't feel like the right time or place.
Where'd that question about our father come from?
Curious?
I've just been thinking about who he might be.
Are these P.O.
And
boxes?
if he knows anything that could help us figure this shit out.
Why? He wasn't a part of our lives. Besides, Marianne always said we never had a father.
Well, her name might have been Mary.
Okay.
Alright, I already counted there, but I just need you to double check a few things. It's not complicated.
I've got this in the back.
Oh yeah? Because you're just that good, huh?
Your job's not that hard.
I mean, it's just counting stuff on the shelf, right?
Yeah, let's start with an easy one, alright? Go to the back of the room and tell me how many cans of Molto Bene brand tomato sauce we have left.
Aye aye.
That's such a dick move. What does it say? I mean, or not, I guess. That's fine. Okay, you want tomato sauce. Is it this part of the back of the room, or is it this part of the back of the room? Is there multiple ways to phrase that? Is it not that? Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me count this. There's 14 cans of Malta Bene
If
tomato sauce.
If I fuck up massively,
Man,
does that actually
I'm so
have
good at this.
consequence?
That was easy. I need you to count the bottles of bleach for me.
On it.
On it.
Your directions are horrible, so I'll just find it myself. Ready?
Six?
Alright. Not bad, Tyler. Not bad.
You're telling me you
Careful.
couldn't do this
They
yourself?
might give me your job.
Oh, you can have it.
What's next?
Come here and help me with this.
I bet. I'll go. Go faster. I hate that there's no sprint button in this game. The characters just kind of run when they want to.
What's up?
I need your opinion on this masterpiece.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, come on. Look at the hair. Nailed it, right?
So big. It's beautiful. Can I hang it on my wall?
Honestly, it's beautiful.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
I'm not. Oh, maybe a little bit, but I like it. For real.
Well, it helps to have a good model.
So, this is what you're up to while I was out there doing your work?
What can I say? I'm a multitasker.
Such
a multitasker? I think you made a mistake here. Total amount should be 36.
Oh, how dare you, sir?
What? I just don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm off my game today.
Alright, anything else you wanted me to check?
Yep, one last thing, and then we should be free from this. You found the box of plushies?
This entire room is full of boxes. It's gonna take me a while.
It's way in the back, not too far from the restaurant door.
Restaurant door. Wait, what restaurant door? Also, sorry, I know I keep cutting him off. That? It's not intentional. Okay, well that's peanut butter, so no.
Oh, I drank this at a party once. It did not end well.
Oh, any good stories?
I mean, so...
For fuck's sakes. 11.
You've got
These are
about
the
11 left in
most
that box.
hideous things I've ever seen.
Did I get it wrong? Michael? Ouch, what the fuck?
Hey, sorry. It was just too tempting. Lesson number 1 in the ancient art of inventory. Never let your guard down.
You have no idea what you just started. First one with 3 confirmed hits wins. Cool?
Just throw.
Ha!
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. What? Boo.
Come on, is that all you got, Ronan?
Just wait. Come here.
Just you wait. I've got a strategy.
Oh yeah? We'll see.
Who's letting their guard down now?
Got him right in the face. Hell
One more
yeah.
hit and you're out. Prepare to feel my wrath.
God, you're corny.
Boom.
What, was that 3? Or did I miss?
Oh, man, you're good.
I told you not to doubt the golden arm.
Well, we'll never make that mistake again.
I'm picking up vibes.
Okay. I need to finish
Not
this
gonna lie.
inventory thing real quick. Your sister's probably done already. Here, let's hit the bitch's grotto.
The what?
Fancy name for the couch where Allison and I sit during breaks.
Ah, alright, cool. Let me see what you've done with the place.
Win the plushie battle. Nice. Can you guys see the achievements? Yeah, you can. Nice.
Is that a picture of a priest with little hearts?
Yeah, that's the hot priest who hosts Bible study with Tessa. For
Oh,
the record,
no.
that was Allison's doing. She had a crush on him for ages, but he is very, very hot.
Shit, yeah. I remember him from when we were kids. That's Father Batista.
Yeah, he's got that silver fox thing going on now, see?
Yeah, yep, I see it.
I see it by looking the opposite direction. Hell yeah. Wait. Was the muskrat supposed to be the priest then? So I doubt it would be him because he's about our age. It could also be Tom. But Tom doesn't seem vain in the slightest.
Oh, hey, see that container? That's for you.
Huh?
Pizza?
It's the trout I caught yesterday at the buzzard hole.
Aw.
Loaded up with my world-renowned marinade.
Stop sleeping during your classes, Ash. For fuck's sakes. Oh. Super thoughtful.
That's actually super thoughtful.
Oh, you're
Thank
being
you.
sincere.
You sound surprised.
No, sorry. I'm just not used to people randomly doing nice things for me.
Oh, I'll have to fix
Same.
that.
God damn. Nah, sit right next to him. Like, right next to him. Sit in between him and that little armrest. Sit right there. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
I'm surprised Tessa let you hang this up.
Yeah, she hates it. But as long as I don't promote my lifestyle in front of the customers.
He is gay! Sorry.
Man, must be exhausting to spend your days educating these people.
Here's the thing, I don't. Opening the mines of this town would be a full-time fucking job. And emotional labor pays shit.
Fair. You ever been with anyone here?
Hey, I hope this isn't too personal. Hey, you ever been with anyone in Delos Crossing?
I dated a guy in high school for a minute, but we had to keep it quiet. I've been with a few other people, but that shit's tricky out here. And what about
Yeah.
you? You ever been with a guy? I mean, assuming you're into guys, which I guess I kind of did.
Get to know my vibes are right. Still figuring my shit out, or never met the right person?
I've never really been with anybody. Guess I was too busy processing trauma or whatever. But if I met a guy I was into, who knows?
Not me, like, plotting to set them up.
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm always in Juneau working with the JCE, meeting new people. I gotta make my shit happen for me, because no one else will.
Right.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
And...
No way. You like Duplex Duo too?
Yeah, Allison got me into him. We were supposed to go to a show in Juneau a few months ago.
What happened?
And what happened?
You ever heard of Moon Rocks? We
that...
took 2 hits before going to the show and that was it. Our feet couldn't find the floor. Not our finest hour.
Damn. What happened? We got high as fuck.
Are you guys related or?
Nah, same clan.
Same clan, like. Also, sorry, I'm like. The way I'm rocking my chair is super comfy, but it's so loud. I will try to stop.
Octopus
I'm sorry.
Clan. Raven Moiety.
Huh. Badass. So, you close with everybody in the clan?
Yeah, we're pretty tight knit. I mean, we're all kind of spread out, so I don't know everyone that well, but they're still family. I was really close to my Uncle William until he passed. He's the one whose grave I want to visit.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Not gonna lie, I don't know very much about Alaskan culture. It's like all of this clan talk, my mind immediately shoots to wrong things. Like, I know it's probably along the lines of like a surname, or you know, we come from the same people, and even though we don't all have the same name, we're still family type of thing. But or it's gonna be sort of, well, how's it? How do I want to describe it? Like a gang if gangs were wholesome, right? like the shit that you see on TV where it glorifies it, that sort of thing, minus crimes and shit. I feel like that's what it is.
It's so
but
weird to finally meet the other Ronan.
You mean the OG Ronan?
Why is he staring at me like that?
I was born first, you know.
Is that so? Thought Allison said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So, why is it so weird to meet me?
Because I just heard Allison tell your story so many times. She told me everything about you. Fireweed, your transition. I hope that's okay, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. She asked me first.
Yeah, figures. That lady is thorough and she loves you like crazy.
I know. So, yeah, you were probably the first person to know about it other than Allison.
I'm glad he trusted me. And it's great to finally get to know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
Not too bad yourself. He is making intense eye contact.
You're not too bad yourself.
I try not to be. Especially around guys I'm trying to impress.
Fucking
so I wasn't
knew
blowing
it!
smoke when I said you could move to Juneau with us.
I know.
I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Okay, alright.
Fitting in. There's a concept.
You have no idea how life-saving a chosen family can be.
Oh yeah, for real.
They pulled me out of the dark more times than I can count.
I hear you.
I mean, I think he would know, right?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Bruh, come
like
on.
I said,
He been flirting this whole time.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Come on. You're really gonna make him say it.
You might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
You're swell too. Why?
Golly gee, Michael. I think you're swell too. You're the cat's pajamas.
Shut up.
Wait, why did that break something?
But I can't open with my best, right?
It's cool. So, I'll get more of those.
That was the yet. Wait, is Allison gonna get jealous? He's gay, right?
I might be. Yeah.
Does she have a crush on him?
Oh, hey.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two dum-dums to come back.
Oh, fuck.
Are you guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm. I think we've done about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Why did she get pissed? Okay, but it's swell or your swell instead of anything nicer or more genuine. Like, he was so genuine, and oh my god, they're still flirting in the car. She looks so pissed and sad. Oh, she likes him, doesn't she? Oh no.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
I still don't think we should be doing this. She seems really upset with Mira now. That or she's just nervous about seeing the grave, but like...
Pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries. Especially after, you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool?
Cool? Not cool? Okay, damn! The fuck? I go this way. Fuck you.
Hey, graves are back that way.
I just wanted to see if there were any little totem thingies. Chill.
So, do you ever come back?
Keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway.
See, I feel like it's because you don't want to interrupt other people's thoughts or like memories and shit. Because they're there to remember somebody, to pay their respects. If you're sitting there talking, it's distracting. It's not the purpose of them being there, so.
Have you been back here at all since the funeral?
No. I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No. It's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here.
Gesundheit, question mark?
Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot.
Okay, fine, sing upstream.
Sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
Yeah, but most parents also don't try to shoot one.
There's the
So...
crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave. Just to make sure this is the right spot.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
Can't read that.
Yes, again.
No, I got. Sorry. Do they have the same surname as her?
Look, there's Michael.
Oh. Like, can you just read it?
Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it.
Give him head pats and run away.
Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, alright. I was gonna give you the log, but that's fine.
So,
Is this a bad time?
with you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
What was he like?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
Type like a T-Rex. I mean... Alright.
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there.
Were you close?
You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Tlingit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes.
Oh,
Even
no.
before Allison.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
I volunteer.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Tlingit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No, I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Yeah, shoot.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Yeah.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
Assholes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
That.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Talk to you later.
You bet. So, how are you, holding up?
Everything's such a mess.
Guess we'll
I
just
thought we'd
look
almost
at all
be
of them.
Again.
by now. I'm so ready to put this place behind us.
Like, unless I
Mr.
misread it.
Handsome over there is good company.
Wait, is this the one we called the Big Crookedy? Allison, you coming?
I'll be right there. Oh, I better make sure he doesn't get lost. See,
Yazzie. Why does that sound familiar?
Yazzie Trucking. He used to haul lumber for the sawmill.
Oh, yeah. And he'd always blast the horn for us.
Oh, of course it's gonna be the one that has all the fresh flowers on
Delia.
it.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Did doy. Why am I dumb today? Oh, shit.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids. It's time.
Come on.
You really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So...
That's a lie.
I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave. Do you remember where she is?
No. For what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral.
Allison, please.
I'm not going.
Allison, come back!
Well, a few steps in. Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
You telling me I'm not close enough? Really? Bruh. Some of the places you have to stand
I
for
won't
this
let them
game.
take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please
No matter
don't worry
what
about me.
happens, one of you is getting taken away.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch. You think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
I assume that means I have to go back and look again. Not me getting bored of a cutscene. There we go.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair. I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
That doesn't make sense, right? Unless I'm crazy? You made promises, not me. Oh, I'll be okay? Is that the promise? Because if that's the promise, bro, that's a dumb thing to be upset about. Mother? Question mark?
Man, I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think
Ty,
this is it? Right?
yeah. God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
This might take a while. Still not the one. Not this one. She's gotta be here somewhere.
Yeah. Along the shore, maybe? Unless I just missed it with those. I might have. Okay, I guess I did. I could have sworn none of them said Lori. What the fuck? Or not Lori, Marianne. Sorry, I read one. That's
not hers.
Doesn't matter.
No dice. Why can't I remember? Where is she?
Didn't I click this one earlier? The fuck? Alright, whatever. You should get a world's worst mom trophy and put it on her grave. That's what my petty ass would do.
Allison.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
For a second, I thought he was talking to a sister.
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
I would.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
Damn, bro. Like I said, graveyard's not the place.
when we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel.
So would shooting your
not a cruel
child, but
person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
No, I won't do this again. I refuse to be held responsible for her choices.
Marianne was fine until you reported her.
Fine. She was getting by on handouts for years. There are only so many times you can show up high to a generous offer of employment. Assuming you show up at all. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
I still maintain the fact that she's in the right here. Their mother was being an ass. She couldn't provide for her kids. Her kids were literally starving. Yeah.
You were worried. And you did what you thought you had to. Get it? We both do. The situation was so fucked that, well, there probably wasn't a good answer.
Thank you. No. I could have done more. Marianne was fragile. She needed help, and
She
failed
won't
her.
accept help,
my
which
fault.
everyone
She's
said
gone.
she wouldn't. Then that's
I
on
know
her.
I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Hell yeah, changing a transphobe's mind.
I know the last couple of days have been...
If only it were that easy.
hated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
Don't see why not. I literally
We're done
don't
losing
see
people.
what she did wrong.
And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
They're mad at their mother, not her.
Both of you, kids.
Whether they
I
realize
never
it or
knew
not.
Mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
Like, the only thing I can think of that she did wrong was lying to them about not having any information on her.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her. But I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
Probably feels the same, I guess. I mean...
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly. Awkward as hell.
Pretty... Okay, can you not? Lady? So rude. That's such a pretty statue. / bench.
Not a bad view, right?
Yeah.
What?
I get now why
Oh,
they
yeah,
put
sorry.
cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off.
Reunion hasn't never gone to this point.
Well, this reunion's kind of gone off the rails, huh?
Oh, you mean how we kind of turned Delos Crossing upside down and shook out all its nasty secrets? Yeah, but at least now we know what really happened.
I can't thank you enough, by the way.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't.
I mean...
It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And
And
then
your
I
mom.
totally wasted it.
That's
Sorry,
not
that's a
true.
bad joke.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef. And what am I doing? Nothing.
You're gonna become an astrophysicist because of your star obsession,
Nothing.
right?
You've been
Come on.
working on that accounting degree, and your art's
Don't
good.
be an accountant.
Really good. Stop putting yourself down. As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, that's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her.
Did she work hard though?
Not even Tessa or Eddie. When she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing.
Exactly.
Right?
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't.
She is surprisingly cuddly with her brother.
It's probably always gonna feel that way.
Like, I know that it's just familial love, right? But I don't know. Every time she leans on him like that, it's always like weird vibes. And technically, Alaska
fall
does have
asleep
the
the second I hit
highest
the couch.
amount of incest in the
Better
entire
rally.
United
We
States.
still have to do some cleaning
I mean,
before
what?
bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
Bet. Oh, fuck.
Shit. Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
Did I fuck up the fuse box?
Tyler, are
Fire.
you all right?
Fire first.
Allison. Barn.
Stay there. I got it.
fire before it turns into a giant fucking forest fire. Fuck.
There was a guy. He smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
God, why would someone try to burn down our barn?
I don't know. But
Peel it back.
I'm going to find out.
You can
Hey,
see the
come
Mad
check this
Hunter
out.
mark.
Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah. What the hell? I think this
I
is
mean, I
where
don't know
the
what else
fire
that
started.
could be.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
Yeah, actually, where the fuck is the crowbar?
He went looking under the rug?
God, he really turned this place upside down.
Mad Hunter.
At least you were spared.
No, the Moon Hag.
Asshole even dumped the drawers.
Weird. There it is.
Guess we know how he made the hole.
Everything's on the floor.
Do you think? Using a crowbar is so fun. Come on.
Step back.
I'll be fine.
Step back so you don't clunk your heads together.
Well, I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne. Let's open it. What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure what it is, though.
Wait. Look. It's the same symbol.
The Secret Keeper.
Well,
Oh.
let's see if we can find any numbers.
Oh. Shit, I was rereading the story. Doy. So we have 30. Okay, 1, 3, 0. Is that it? Is it just 3?
digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was
Yep.
never really a numbers kind of person.
1, 3, 0. Thank you.
That did it.
That is the laziest fucking key. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's a big ass box. Oh shit.
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds, and I don't want you to think I chase after all the new girls in Dallas Crossing. I've always taken my vows seriously, but something changed when I met you. When we're together, I feel like I'm doing 80 down the highway with my lights off, and I never want to stop. I know it isn't right, and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you. I hope you feel the same. P.S. I brought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. That's gross. But okay?
Fuck. That's rough.
Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this situation, but I know how you feel.
This guy tried to push Marianne to get an abortion. Even though she wanted to keep us.
I know you feel like you'd make a great mother, and I don't doubt that you will someday, but right now we have to be sure we don't ruin 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time, but she doesn't deserve this. Mostly I'm worried about you. People here talk, and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I'll do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know how much you need. Jesus Christ, my dude.
That's everything. What the hell?
So it's Sam?
Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
And a decade later, some guy comes along, trashes the barn, and tries to destroy the box.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. That guy had an affair with Marianne, and he just tried to torch the evidence.
He must have heard we were clearing out the house. He was worried we'd find it.
You know, I can't shake the feeling I've seen him here before.
Did you just hear something, or why'd you both turn like that?
Well, at least he left us the junker.
Okay.
Why are we seeing this? I don't know about you, but I haven't forgotten anything about that night.
I would have said the same thing, but something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens down there.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I do.
Why can't I look at that?
Let's go.
Okay.
Some kind of work boot. Maybe fishing boots? This is where I tripped.
The Mad Hunter.
Oh.
Wait. There was someone here that night? In the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see? Damn. He ran straight for it. No stops, no turns. He was on a mission. Trail ends here.
It looks like he jumped into the gully.
Hey, are there footsteps on the other side?
Yeah. That must be where he climbed out.
Well, he's long gone.
Was there someone over there?
The Mad Hunter.
What? No. That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole. Some asshole who just fucking stood there and watched while our mother chased me with a shotgun.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
And wait, he was here once before, wasn't he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that?
They're gonna find out that their mother
Tyler,
wasn't
not
actually
there.
trying to kill
Our
them.
mother fought with someone on the dock. About us. We need to know if it was the same guy.
But what if it's not that memory? What if it's...
So, don't look.
I can't go through that again.
We have to take that chance.
But do we really? I mean, someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, we're trying to
And
figure
that
out
means
who.
we've got to be close to something.
I'm not going on that dock.
Just one more time?
Just
Oh,
one
and it's just
more
such an
time.
asshole move.
Please.
There's always just one more. Every time it seems like we're done with this, something new pops up.
What if this is the only chance to figure out who our father is?
Then we go on living our lives without him, just like we always have.
Come on, we need to know the truth. For her.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
You have to take responsibility for your part in Marianne's death.
What? How can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know. Allison.
I'll do it. Let's go.
God damn, dude.
We can do it.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot. Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet. We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it though. That was us watching Marianne fight with that guy. Try to focus on him, alright? Don't think about anything else.
I'm sorry. Can I be an ass right now and remember this? Instead of this? Or do I have to remember that? Oh god. Go in here? Fuck. Alright, fine. She gonna say no?
So you're here to make sure I've been keeping my mouth shut? I don't owe you anything.
You've been a little all over the place lately.
All over the place? I've just been trying to survive. If you want to make sure I don't get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me some money.
Oh shit.
What happened?
She tried to
Why
blackmail
did it
someone?
stop?
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
You good?
I'm sorry. But I'm done.
That's okay.
That's it? You're just giving up, just like
Bruh.
that. You
She
can't do
murdered
this.
her mother
We owe
here.
her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler.
You,
And nothing
you
we do
gotta
is gonna
have more
change.
sympathy.
Don't go, please. You can't keep running from this alley, or it's only gonna get worse.
Dick move, bro.
I don't owe you anything.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot. Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet. We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
The fuck? Sorry, my stream is doing a weird thing that I've never seen before. Refresh maybe? No. Okay, what the fuck? That is not what it looks like on my screen. Don't do this, come on. How do I get rid of that? Wait, can you guys see it? Or is it just on my side? Oh, okay, it's just my side. Sorry, we're all good. My phone is glitching, apparently, and I've got, I don't know if you can see it. Basically, just a little bit bigger than the return to main menu button, and, like, on the bottom of the screen, like, right through here, there's like a mini version of half of my stream playing at a higher quality for me, because mobile Twitch is just fucked.
I've never asked you for anything, but right now they need you.
It's not gonna happen.
I've got everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
And just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father, you really think there's a court out there that'll let you keep them?
No! You have no claim to my children. Get the
And
hell
you
off
have
my
no
property
claim to his
now.
money.
If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Allison?
I'm going to kill you.
No. No, no.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
So confused, what? Oh, great, yeah, you completed chapter 2, thanks. Huh? You can't just end it like that, what? Because that little scene can carry the implication that she just killed her mother for literally no reason. Sure, why not? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, refill my water bottle, eat lunch, / dinner / oh my god, it's 10 in the morning already. I need to go to bed soon. Yay, nocturnal schedule. But, I want to finish this so badly. I don't know if I should do it tonight, though. Because then I have something to do tomorrow, and I like to have my my streams broken up so it's not just like one streak of one game on my YouTube channel. Nah, fuck. Tyler felt like he felt relied on when his memory was chosen, but he didn't feel heard. Then she accepted the house showing. Wait, but I'm so confused. He never said that. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. She was hopeful about becoming family. And he was touched. Oh, so he was happy with the compliment. He seemed upset. Alright. That's so pretty, dude.
There's something else. Look at this. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
I think the crafty goblins have one more hatch to sneak through.
Is it the attic?
Let's go.
This looks magical as fuck. Dude, I want to be there. Why are they so good at leaving it off? Come on! Alright. That concludes all of episode 2 / part 2 / chapter 2. I don't know. Second thing. We did get a lot of story, but I want the rest of it so badly. I might be back. I'll see how I'm feeling after my break, but either way, Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a follow, leaving a like, subscribing, do whatever you're gonna do. Just have a good day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.